by Lady Cavill. Let's try again. Hello and welcome to another episode of With Enough Prep Time. I'm your host, the Nerd Man, and today we will be discussing the showdown of all showdowns, Lord of the Rings versus Game of Thrones. Now, we were scheduled to do Star Trek versus Star Wars, but
Star Trek is trash.
Given the schedules of some of our Trekkies was, and we wanted to make it interesting, some of our Trekkie fans is a little bit different. We are instead going to be doing, we're going to wait for them so we can make the show more interesting and instead do Lord of the Rings versus Game of Thrones today, since we have some fans who are passionate on either side. Now, just to say hello, but I want to tell you the rules before I forget them, right? Because obviously Lord of the Rings is amazing. Game of Thrones, I'll talk about how I feel about Lord of the Rings later. But Game of Thrones obviously has a certain issues that a lot of people feel about it. Now, so what I want to do, so that we're very clear, we're doing the TV show versus the movie trilogy, not books versus books. And we are doing the TV show. We want the characters up until season 6. How you felt about it, not how you can do how you feel about the character in general, but I want you to think about it as if you're doing it up to season 6. 7 and 8 do not count, because if you do 7 and 8, my sneaking suspicion is we're going to have an uninteresting competition where everyone just uses season 7 and 8 to unfairly treat some of the Game of Thrones characters. If it comes down to if it comes down to characters you really, really love in Lord of the Rings, then of course you can then use 7 and 8 as an excuse.
I think we can use 7, because the problem with 7 and 8 is that it's only like a small amount of characters that get butchered. Really, it's like maybe 2 or 3, but
sure,
it's just overall. It's the overall story that's the issue, not really the individual characters.
Yeah,
it's not all of them get butchered like that.
Yeah, and so once we finish the tournament, we then will go on to a discussion of, the debate: Lord of the Rings versus Game of Thrones, TV show versus movie franchise, and then we'll see what we think of that as well. I'm going to use the tournament, hopefully, to jog our memories, but the first will be the tournament, which will be for the best character in Game of Thrones, for all of fantasy, the best character. But in the meantime, we've got our panelists here. We have Arkham Gaming. We've got K-Dots. We've got Sean here, and Phil Militas. How are you guys doing that?
What's up?
Cool. Yeah. All right. So what should we forget? Like all the foreplay and go straight onto it?
Yeah, man. Freak the foreplay. Let's dive right into it.
Stick it in.
Yeah, I mean, if this is MSK stream, then we skip it either way because he doesn't get either. So I mean,
right.
All right. So here we have our brackets here. We had how many characters do we have here? I'm not even sure. But Gandalf and Cersei Lannister for some reason get a pass. Well, I tried to get all the ones that we could possibly do. So can each of you just go around and tell me, like, Lord of the Rings and Game of Thrones, what are your not your views on it, but like, are you each of you kind of passionate or not
Yeah.
passionate. What's your views on it?
I mean, I think Lord of the Rings trilogy is like the best trilogy of all time, honestly. Like, I know some people in this community have been like trying to bring up like certain things they left out in the books to say that it's not so good, but you can't add every fucking thing in a book. For the most part, they did amazing job with the trilogy. I would say all of them are like masterpieces. For Game of Thrones, not quite a masterpiece, but doesn't deserve some of the hate other people have like given it. It's amazing series. I mean, up until the last two seasons. So yeah.
Yep. Okay. K Dots.
I mean, I like both of these series. Yes, Game of Thrones does drop the ball in the last two seasons, but it doesn't take away that you had like those first 6 seasons that was really freaking great. You know, it ended weak, but there's still seasons I would go back and rewatch that I still enjoy. Seasons 1 to 6. Lord of the Rings is honestly one of the best trilogies in the film to ever exist to come out, next to the Nolan trilogy, the other GOAT trilogy, right, Sean?
That's
Oh,
right.
hell yeah.
That's right. I like that Sean just agrees. Okay, Arkham.
Yeah, like basically what K Dots I love both of them. I rewatch like Game of Thrones 1 through 6. So I like both of them. I like the Lord of the Rings trilogy of movies and everything like that. It's gonna be interesting conversation.
Okay, film elitist.
I loved the Lord of the Rings trilogy growing up. I think it still holds up today. The practical effects. It's a beautifully shot trilogy. The characters are awesome. The writing is awesome. Faithful adaptations. Great action. Game of Thrones. I never read the books, but I got into it when it was like season 5, and I loved it. I binge watched it. But really, there's problems with that show started happening in season 5, and season 6 was really good, but season 5, 7, and 8 are all shit to me. So that's how I feel.
Okay. So can I just without revealing who it is, which character it is, are you leaning towards the Game of Thrones character winning this whole thing, or are you leaning towards, or do you should we not reveal that?
I mean, look, I'll
maybe not. Maybe let's. Yeah, go on.
I think it's dead even. However, if I had to take a guess, it would either be like Lannister or the one actor.
No, don't reveal. But you're saying who you think will win?
Yeah,
Okay,
that
let's
the
not.
one actor who's the only one who has an actual Oscar nomination in this thing. I think has the best chance. I mean,
All right. Let's just start the competition, dude. All right, good. So here we have it, and we are going. Let me just make sure we've got some. A lot of these, blah blah blah. Okay. All right. Cool. So, let's start it. The first one we have is Elrond, which is Hugo Weaving versus Samwise Gamgee, Sean Austin. Who wants to start?
Elrond. Hold on.
You can start K-Dots if you want.
Elrond and
Samwise Gamgee. And you have to give your reasons.
I gotta give it to Sam because honestly, throughout the series we follow Sam more. Elrond, yeah, he pops up, not to take away and say he's not a good character or nothing, but he didn't do nothing impactful for me in the story. Because Sam, he's literally following Frodo, helping Frodo push on as a character. So I got to give it to Sam. Not taking away from Elrond, he just doesn't impact things like Sam does for me in the story.
Okay. next, Phil Believers.
Sorry, I'm eating pretzels. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, Sean.
Well, not enough people give Sam and Frodo enough credit in this film. They think, any actor could have just been placed in that with like the world and actors around them and the other cast. And they, as long as they do a serviceable enough job, they would be great in it as characters. But I disagree. I do think they did an excellent job. And yeah, I agree with what K-Dot said. They were in this for the majority of the film. Hugo Weaving's character, he did an awesome job, but I don't know if there was enough of him there, and I do think there are better supporting characters like him, so I'm gonna have to say Samwise.
Yeah, if we was working with the Hobbit, then I give you something for Elrond, but this ain't the Hobbit.
It's just the first trilogy. All right, Arkham.
I would say, was it Samwise? I can't pronounce the rest of them. I agree with what K Dots and what Sean said with the character and everything like that. I just feel like Samwise is better like that. I just like how he the characters perceived and everything like that.
Okay. Film elitist.
Sam, because you don't even get to destroy the ring without him. He's crucial. I don't like him that much though, and I look forward to knocking him out of this tournament.
Okay. I'm gonna say I fucking hate Samwise Gamgee.
What?
I can't it's the same with Samuel Tarwell from Game of Thrones. That kind of ally, friend of the hero character who's a bit dumb and not dumb necessarily, but always I'm really helpful and upbeat and whatever. It's just
No, nerd man. Sam's a G.
I don't care.
If anyone, you should be hating on fucking Frodo at least. Damn, Frodo's the bitch. Sam's a G.
I don't care about how
I agree with you.
How brave he is, man. He's just annoying as fuck. All of those his three little friends who are just walking around with him all the time annoy the shit out of me.
Just because he wants to fuck Frodo doesn't take away
Yeah, exactly. Just have sex. That's what I thought. Just have sex. It would have made it more interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna give it to Elrond. He was cool. He was a good leader of the elves and shit like that. So yeah.
But this thing, if we factored in the Hobbit Nerdman, I would give it to Elrond because Elrond does a lot in the Hobbit. Well, right. In the last two movies,
there's a lot more. So submit to Elrond. So it's Gandalf versus Samwise Gamgee next. All right, so now we've got the battle of the the mystical chicks. So Galadriel, played by Cate Blanchett, Gadriel, played by Cate Blanchett, versus Arwen, played by Liv Tyler. I like kind of both of these guys. It's kind of hard for me because I watched the trilogy a long time ago.
Shouldn't it be a Game of Thrones versus a Lord of the Rings person in every part of the first round?
I tried.
Okay.
I shuffled and shuffled and shuffled, and I tried. I did the best I possibly could. Thank you for that, Phil.
You're welcome.
So Arwen, I mean, from what I've seen because I've been watching the first one recently in preparation for this, try and remind me of the characters. From what I've seen, I do prefer Arwen, Liv Tyler. I can't. Maybe if you guys remind me, I might change my mind over what she does over the next two films. But for now, I'm gonna pick Arwen, Liv Tyler. Next. We can go in a row this time. So,
Arkham.
Oh, sorry, I was back. I was getting something to eat. Sorry, I would say I'll probably go with what Nerman said.
yeah.
Yeah, the second one.
Okay. Any reasons?
No, like I just think how the character is. I just like how the character was. I would say, I don't know, like a specific word, perceived and developed more than how you pronounce that name on top.
Galadriel.
Galadriel.
Go out.
Galadriel.
I can't pronounce it. Like I just feel like I like that one. The second one better. How it was. The character was developed more than the first one.
Okay. Cool. Next.
I'm gonna go with Galadriel because
Okay.
she was very important to Gandalf, and with Arwen, correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember she showed up. She was showing up in visions for like what's his name?
I know who you're
Aragorn.
talking
Like she was
about.
popping up in
Aragorn.
Aragorn's visions and stuff, like every once in a while. Like she was kind of just the character that pops up and gives you information and they disappear and stuff. I don't think she didn't feel too impactful to me for the movies. Galadriel, I feel like she did a lot more, especially for Gandalf in the films.
Okay. So we've got one for Galadriel. I can't remember how to pronounce it. All right.
Galadriel.
Next.
I'm just trying to remember.
She's
Okay.
Galadriel was a blonde chick. Arwen was a black hair girl that was popping up in Aragorn's visions. She's like popping up in his head and shit,
She's
leaving
like
messages.
the light elf.
Well, no, I was just wondering
mystic.
who was like the one who was like in the final battle with like Mary, or is that a different one? Or
I think it's Arwen, isn't it, in the final battle?
Okay,
I don't think either of them was in the
checking.
final battle.
Okay, Liv Tyler, but anyway, either way, but
You're gonna
Yeah,
go
I
Liv
think
Tyler.
yeah. I was just
Yeah, the
wondering
thing is,
if
I
one of them
haven't rewatched these, so I'm hoping you guys.
I mean, I
can
rewatch
remind
them
us.
every year. I just struggle with like the names again, but
Yeah,
you
like-
rewatch
if
every
one of them
year
was
and you don't
her, or
remember.
if it was a different
I mean,
actress.
I watched them last year, but I haven't.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be hard remembering that.
Yeah, well, this is going to play into some of my arguments against the game of the Lord of the Rings characters. To be fair, so we've gone to Arwen, yeah, Sean. So it's
Yeah.
Phil Miletus now.
Oh, when it's this close, you have to break it down to the basics, right? Who's hotter? So I'm gonna go Liv Tyler.
Really?
That is true.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is hotter, but like Kate Blanchett's not bad.
I mean, not with age,
Not
though.
for a Brit like yourself, but
I mean, maybe back then, film with latest, but now,
All right, we've got our first Game of Thrones versus Lord of the Rings battle. Jaime Lannister versus Aragorn. Start with you, Phil Miletus.
this is such a ridiculous matchup in the first round, dude. Like these are two of the final five for me.
really,
It is what it is, man.
I love Aragorn, dude.
It is what it is, man. What
Is
you
it my
saying?
vote?
It's your vote first.
Aragorn.
Wow. Have you got some reasons?
Yeah, because I'm not gonna play the game that you told me to play, where I discount the 3 bad seasons. Also, I think even neck to neck, their best moments. I think when Aragorn comes back with the fucking Ghost Army and fucking Return of the King, dude. That is some of the dopest shit ever. That's the dopest shit I've ever seen in a fantasy anything. TV show, movie, whatever.
All right.
Aragorn's the fucking man, dude.
Okay. Next up. The one.
Yeah, well, I mean, Jaime Lannister, was pretty great. I mean, there's only like 2 characters in old like Game of Thrones that I wasn't a big fan of. Yeah, they're kind of like similar to an extent. Yeah, I mean, I think Aragorn was better though. I think he was just a better actor, slightly, and yeah, better character.
Well,
and
the
had more
actor
screen
is
time.
really good, but I don't know if this is his best performance. But yeah.
Oh, it is. It isn't, but
Fair enough. Next up.
Damn, if this is any other character, this fucking Frodo or some shit, I would have picked Jamie, but I gotta go Aragorn with this one.
You guys are.
Oh no, hear me out, Nerdman. I like Jamie. He's one of my favorite characters, but just that last season, man, they cucked my boy Jamie, let him get fucking pushed around by that dude with the iron fleet.
Iron Fleet and stuff like that.
That freaking guy. That shit pissed me off. He was over there. I was like, man, Jamie better fuck this punk up. He's getting pushed around and shit. I was like, they cucked my boy Jamie. I got so pissed, man. Then he
He's
defaulted.
got one hand, bro. He's like they cut off his fucking.
And also that's the thing too, because like he lost the hand, but like he never ever got good with his one hand in the seasons he had it.
But you're right though. That fucking guy. That
prick.
They kept. I'll go on to it because I'm going to do a rant about one character, but like the villains, as a villain, he is one of the worst fucking villains of all fucking time. Like that fucking
just an unnecessary villain in that particular moment for the season.
So try hard, bro. So try hard in comparison to the GOAT villains, like in that show, and they've got some great villains in Game of Thrones. This is like Game of Thrones villains versus Lord of the Rings heroes to me. But yeah, all right, fair enough. Yeah, so you're picking Aragorn.
Yeah, Aragorn.
Jamie Lannister. That's fucking bullshit. Anyway,
I love me some Jamie up until a certain point, but Go ahead, Arkham.
Oh, I was gonna say Aragorn.
Fuck you. Oh man! All right, go on. Say why. Aragorn's a badass. Yeah.
All right, I let. They both go even with me, but I like Aragorn a little more.
Okay. It's Jamie Lannister all day, every day, man. Jamie Lannister.
Hear me out. If
he's
Jamie,
the fucking James Bond, fucking slick, suave, fucking just asshole of fucking Game of Thrones.
Hear me out. If Jamie had a better character arc near the end of because like up until season up until the point when he loses his daughter, like Jamie's character kind of takes a turn from there.
Yeah, the arc started into.
If he had a solid arc up until then, I definitely would have probably went for Jamie. It was just the way they treated him in near the end.
I just think he's a richer, more complex character. He started like the way he pushes the boy out of like. I wish he had killed that boy, by the way. But the way he pushes
you should have killed Brian.
Fucking what's his Brian or whatever.
He should have went. He should have went back down there, cut off his head, and pissed on his fucking body.
And he's like, yeah, exactly. And then he's banging his sister and shit. And everyone knows if fucking Cersei's your sister, you might have to bang her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but I'm just saying, Jamie Lannister, I just like the complexity of the character. It was so interesting to see this guy who, first of all, you perceive as like, oh, this guy, look at him, he's the knight in shining armor, he must be the good guy. And then they twist that on you so that he's actually a bad guy. And then you think, oh, okay, so he's the bad guy now. But they even twist that again and make him a little bit more rich and complicated. And then you start to understand why he's become the way he is. whereas Aragon is just the stock hero character. That's the problem I'm going to have with Lord of the Rings. I think that what's his name, R.R. Martin, just created a better Lord of the Rings. The way he structures his characters is so fascinating, and I have read a little bit of the books, so I know that the TV show like kind of apes that. The way he structures his characters and the way he subverts your expectations with fantasy characters and takes them away from just being these stock archetypes. I think Jamie is one of his best creations when it comes to that. So I can't believe Jamie Lannister is going out in the first round. That is a tough match. That is a tough matchup, though. Aragon is pretty cool, and maybe when I finish the trilogy, I might understand. I have finished it before, but I need to rewatch it again. I've just been watching.
You saw the
watched
movies
pretty
and
much the
everything like
first.
that?
I've watched pretty much the first one now.
Yeah, I saw all the movies.
Oh no, I've seen all of them before, but I've only seen it once. Right,
once,
so I'm
okay.
much more. My familiarity with the Game of Thrones is a little bit more.
Yeah, right now, like I remember Game of Thrones more than Lord of the Rings.
Nerdman, I'm gonna have to cut out early at some point, but can we please make sure that I get to vote for Arya Stark?
Oh, fuck you, man.
Because I have a fucking I have a rant to go on, and if you disagree with me, I'm gonna call you out.
If you try and fuck my Arya Stark up,
Yeah, how about we just go to that round she's in right away, and then Film Elias can dip.
All right, I'll do a
Oh,
couple
I don't have to go
more.
right now. Just
I'll do
like
a
an
couple
hour.
more. This one isn't even long. There's not so many. All right. So Ned Stark. Oh, come on, bro.
Oh, it's easy. This is easy.
Versus Tyrion Lannister. Shit.
This is not easy for me.
Oh man. All right. So let's go. I can go first on this one.
Okay.
I fucking love Ned Stark. I love how dumb he is. I love the fact that I fucking hated him from the beginning and thought he deserved everything he got. I love the way Sean Bean played him. I was just like, I was Team Lannister from the jump. And Ned Stark was perfect for me as just an avatar for all the hatred I had for the Stark family. And I didn't understand why anyone fucking, like, you know, supported them at all. Like, the Lannisters were my boys.
Oh yeah.
So, but I loved the part he played in it. And again, what a cool character. You know, almost purely heroic, but you see in the beginning, like, you know, how he cuts off the guy's head, like, who's trying to just tell him about the, you know, the Night King or the Night Walkers or whatever. So there's a little bit of darkness to him as well. And I like the fact that he is so dumb and does all the, you know, makes the wrong alliances and does all of this kind of stuff. And it's just a fascinating character and fascinating performance. But Tyrion Lannister is a fucking iconic, bro. Just for that court scene alone. I mean, he does get really stupid towards the end. And it goes against his character. He's the one character that I truly understand when people say, like, they fucked him. I mean, they fucked him from basically season 5.
Hey man, he
Tyrion
was a G when he was a G when he got died on that toilet, man. Went out like a G.
Which season was it when he's on the run? Basically, maybe it's
5.
season 6.
It's season 5, I think.
Yeah,
That's
from
when
when
they
he's
go
on
with
the
the sand
run.
snakes and shit.
Yeah, from when he's on the run, they ruined him. And so he wasn't acting the same, but I still have to give it to Tyrion for all of the entertainment he gave me in the first 5 seasons. He was just a G. I loved him.
Vote next real quick. I gotta step away for just a minute. I'm gonna vote Tyrion. Ned, like, when you first watch Game of Thrones, you think like maybe Ned's gonna be some hero type of character, like the main character, but then you see Ned making all these dumb decisions and stuff as a character, and it was done purposely. Like, he's not supposed to be a perfect leader and ruler like a Tywin Lannister or whatever, or a Jaime. That was his flaws. But Tyrion, he's just so much more complex, entertaining, better actor. And
No, he's not a better actor than Sean Bean. But
and
yeah,
dude,
I
He's
see what
not
you
a
mean.
bad actor.
we
No,
cannot
no,
forget.
no,
You need to give Tyrion Lannister props for going on that battlefield when bitch ass Joffrey was too scared to go lead his men in the battle. Fucking Tyrion Lannister manned the fuck up, got his short ass out there and cut off that motherfucker's leg with an axe. Shouts out Tyrion. Great, give him that grade.
But he's not a bad actor.
Yeah, he's not a better actor than Sean Bean. I mean,
Well,
maybe
within the
equal, I
show,
don't know.
within the show.
Yeah, within the show. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, but not overall.
Yeah.
I would have to give this to. I like them both, but I would have to say Ned Stark. I liked how the character had some flaws and everything like that. I just like how the character was developed in the show more than Tyrion.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I get it. I like Ned. Ned was my boy. He was my boy. Even though I hated him, he was my boy still. For the entertainment he gave me. All right. Sean?
Yeah, it's Tyrion. Sorry. I mean, who did you say was a better actor, by the way? I missed that.
I said they're both really good. I don't really. I think Sean Bean has proved himself more, but I mean, how much work do you get as a fucking small person?
Yeah, I don't know. With the limited amount Peter has had, I think he's shown he's a better actor. I don't know. I don't think Sean Bean has been that amazing or anything.
Sean is fucking amazing in a lot of stuff, man. I don't know what you're talking about, but all right, fair enough.
Tyrion
again.
If they wouldn't have botched him at the end, he probably could have gone down as like one of the greatest TV characters ever. Like he's in that conversation, but I don't think he's in the top 10 anymore.
Yeah, he
should have been.
He was a fantastic character.
That speech he gave, I think it was season 4 before when he was having the trial. That was some of the best acting I've ever seen on TV. So I don't know how you could even say Sean Bean can compare to that. Like when he's
this is gonna make a lot of people angry.
I'm just saying when he's given that monologue about like I wish that I had poisoned Joffrey and I wish that I had poison for the lot of you. Like that was fucking great.
Oh no! I agree with you. I'm talking about the next round.
Oh.
Oh no, I agree with that. But Sean Bean is he's got a long body of work.
Oh god, the next round is gonna be.
I mean, he really does have a long body of work. If you just go back into Sean Bean's kind of things.
So does Nick Cage, but I mean, he's not better than Peter Dinklage, right?
No, I'm not talking. But Sean Bean doesn't do bad stuff. That's what I'm saying. He's a long body of work. He's done all types of accents.
He's done plenty of shit.
Fucking Irish, fucking, all of that. Like he's not a chameleon necessarily, but like the amount that he can, like range that he has, even just in terms of accents, is crazy. But yeah, Tyrion's fucking amazing. All right, so next. Frodo versus Jon Snow. I don't know why this is hard for anybody. I fucking hate Jon Snow. I fucking can't stand him. He's like Ned. How I feel about Ned. Like how I just wanted him to get fucking killed, and just I didn't give a shit when he didn't get his thing against the Night King. When he didn't get to fight him in the end and Arya fucking killed him, I was like, good, because Arya deserves it more, because she's a better character, more entertaining. Every time Jon Snow is on screen, he bores the shit out of me. Frodo is cool. I like Frodo. He's he just needs to. I don't know if it's an unrequited love with him and Samuel. What's his name? His best friend. I think Frodo's not really that into it, but his best friend wants it. So that sexual tension aside, Frodo's awesome. He's cool. I don't like that he, he's just walking everywhere for the first few hours of his film. But he's brave, he's noble, and he's not annoying, even though he's brave and noble.
How is Jon Snow annoying?
He annoys the shit out of me, man.
McQueen.
He's just so he's like Ned, but without any charm. Like Ned's got fucking charm to him. Like,
I'll give you this, nerd man. Season 7 and 8, when he kept saying "my queen," I almost got sick of it. I almost got sick of him. But I don't hold that against Jon Snow.
Yeah,
exactly. Here, Murdoch said
certain
it.
parts I somewhat agree, but come on, it's Jon Snow.
You're saying Jon Snow? Really?
Yeah, I love the character.
Dude, he did so many pimp things.
Yeah.
Man, he died and comes back to life, man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Great.
That's pretty
I
pimp.
was so happy when he died. I was like, fuck.
Oh my God.
For
Yeah,
God's sake, he's finally dead. He's gone. Why didn't they keep his brother? His brother was cooler than he was.
What?
Oh, Rob?
Rob was way
Rob.
cooler.
Rob
I
was a
like
good
Rob way
character.
more.
That's what made
agree.
the Red Wedding impactful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was noble and stupid as well, but he had some swag about him. Yeah, anyway, so is it Sean next?
Okay. I mean, again, I don't hate I'm only not a huge fan of 2 or 3 characters in all of Game of Thrones, as I said. So yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Jon Snow, but I still liked him overall. He was still solid, nothing special, overrated as fuck.
He's overrated, bro.
Yeah, he's basically the Game of Thrones equivalent of Daryl from The Walking Dead. But he's solid, he does his job for what he's supposed to, subtle. I mean, the actor isn't very good though. He's kind of just a one trick as an actor, but anyway, his best film is probably John F. Donovan. But I mean, so yeah, and then Frodo. I mean, say what you want about him and Sam in Lord of the Rings, you think Nerdman, but I mean, way better character and way better arc. It's amazing, not even remotely close.
Mhm.
And as an actor, he's slightly better.
Yeah, I like him as an actor more. He's more charismatic. He's a cool
Great
guy.
K-Dots, though.
That actor. K-Dots, are you there? We might have to send this one to the chat. Film elitist.
It's Jon Snow for me. The way you guys feel about Jon Snow that voted against him is the way I feel about Frodo. I hate Elijah Wood's acting in those movies. It's goofy, man. I don't like it. And it's not goofy like the way the other hobbits are goofy that makes them endearing. He turns me off. I don't like it.
He turns you off.
Yeah, not sexually. That's obvious. But, that goes without saying, obviously, right? But turns off my my artistic sexuality, right? I don't like it. Jon Snow, I don't think Kit Harington is that great of an actor. He'll probably never do anything half decent again. They even had to cast him as a knight in the Marvel Universe just to give him something to do because he can't play anything else. But the battles that he had in the show, the kind of journey he had with the Night King up until they ruined it, the story about him being this bastard that had the blood of the Targaryens and stuff, and there was a lot of really good story elements baked in.
Stand that. You reminded me of that. That whole thing where he turns out to be the nephew of fucking Daenerys. I was like, come on.
Well, that's straight from George R. Martin, bro.
And then they still want to fuck as well. I'm like, dude, get out.
But dude, she's the exact same
romance was trash.
That romance was horrible. But
I'll take Sam and Frodo over that.
She's the exact same thing to me in that show. Where she's not a great actress. She's been horrible.
She's way better than Jon Snow.
No, she's not.
You.
Dude. She did Terminator Genesis.
Fuck you.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
good in that.
Terminator Genesis was terrible.
Yeah, the movie was terrible, but she weren't bad.
She's done so many bad things and been bad in them enough.
Yes, and so has Jon Snow, but she's at least has been good decent in those bad things.
No,
Unlike
no,
Kit
no, no.
Harington.
She hasn't. She's a
She
horrible
has
actor.
this.
What do you
All
mean?
right, I'm
come
putting
on.
I'm putting a poll up. Jon Snow versus
Ah,
Frodo.
Okay, well, she's more like starting
and
out,
it's
I would
up,
say.
guys.
But...
The poll
I'm sorry,
is
she's
up.
not better than Jon Snow. I have to agree with this with Timolitas. Like she's not.
And I
She's
think they're
way
both.
better,
I think they're
dude.
both mediocre actors that are elevated by
When
the
she's
fact that they're.
when she does that scene where she's like talking to that guy, trying to convince him to give her the money for or ships to travel
The slave guy.
back to King's Landing or whatever, and she goes, "I can see my dreams and I can see they come." She's fantastic, and the way she goes from that girl who's like unsure of herself with her brother all the way to this fucking epic queen. You're kidding me, man. She does a great job. People are fucking bullshitting with her. I don't know what their problem is. It's another Mary Sue argument. I can't stand it. I cannot fucking stand
You
it,
can't
honestly.
argue with the fact that she and Arya Stark. Don't call it Mary Sue. Call it OP.
Yeah.
OP, she's got fucking dragons. That's her
Right.
thing.
Right.
So?
Right. And it gets her out of every single situation. In the end,
No, but
she's
she
nothing.
also thinks her way out of those situations.
No. We've
She
had
knows
this
how to
conversation.
use the fucking dragons as well. The
Yeah,
thing she does to the slaves was fucking deep. Like the slave.
Dude, she is blood and fire. And in the end, when she had to use other parts of herself, she failed miserably and burned everything down because that's who she is.
Wait a second. What about when she took out the Dothraki in that church? She did that by herself. Where they were trying to get her to stay with all the dead the wives of the dead Dothraki.
I'm not saying
And
she's
she
a
walks
complete
into the fire.
moron. I'm saying that she used her looks, her sexuality, and her dragons to accomplish 99% of her goals. And
Yeah,
when it
like
came down to be queen,
dragons
Yeah, you
were
use
the
what
main
you have,
part.
don't you?
sure,
Sorry,
but it
go
wasn't
on.
enough, is what I'm saying. And in the end, she's just a psychotic bitch. She's
Sorry,
the
Arkham.
villain.
Sorry, Arkham. What were you
No,
gonna
no, I was agreeing.
Wait, we're not counting those seasons, though, Film Elitist, in the
We
end.
are
Yeah,
counting them. What
exactly.
kind of
We're not
arbitrary
counting those
bullshit is
seasons.
that? It's kind of
We're
bullshit.
not
Because
counting
then every
those
character
seasons.
would lose to a Lord of the Rings one.
But
because they
I
were ruined.
called that turn from the beginning when I was watching the show. I told my brother and other people I was watching. I said all along
All
it was
right.
going to happen like that, bro.
You've
Yeah,
got-
everybody knew
you-
it was just done horribly, though. That's the issue.
Guys, you've got 10 seconds to vote. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, end poll. Frodo wins
Thank
by 78 fucking percent because Jon Snow is a piece of shit. Thank you.
God, how
my
did Jon
very
Snow even get
intelligent fan
22%?
because fucking elitist voted. Anyway,
Yeah, him and his brother Pickle voted.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
Jon Snow. Fucking hate that guy.
I think you
man.
probably have a larger fan base of Lord of the Ring fans than you do Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. That's also could be true. All right. So next we have Meriadoc Brandy, played by Brandy Buck. Brandy Buck, played by Dominic Monaghan, versus Ramsay Bolton. This is hilarious. All right. Let's start from the bottom. Film Elitist.
Okay, I'm gonna go Brandy Buck.
Give me some reasons here. I want to hear this one.
I think, like I said before, there started being problems with Game of Thrones in season 5. You don't have to discount the last 2 to still have issues with it. Season 5 and 6, when Ramsay came in, I thought he was just in the same way that I can't remember the guy's name, but the guy with the fucking Theon's cousin, in the same way he was over the top. I thought Ramsay was over the top with the dogs and stuff and the sausage to Theon. Like it didn't really get me. It seemed like a really silly depiction of a villain, like over the top and not in like a fun way.
Oh my god, I feel like going back and voting for Jon Snow just because he said that. I literally feel like going back and voting for Jon Snow just because you said that. Thank
All
you.
right, you're welcome.
Elitist.
There you go.
Thank you so much. I've had this debate so many times
Thank
with
you.
Game of Thrones heads about fucking Ramsay Bolton. I'll tell you what I think later, but all right. Next.
I mean, I agree. Definitely. I still think he's good, though, overall. But yeah, I do agree with everything you said, Film Elitist. I would say, Reek's better. But yeah, Dominic Monaghan, his character, I mean,
Reek
yeah, it
sold
was
that
very
whole
good. I
thing.
mean, did its job with the limited it had. Love the guy. Yeah, this is kind of tough, though. I mean, I think Ramsey had more powerful scenes, but in between some of his over the top scenes. But yeah, I'll go with Brandy Buck, I guess.
Yep.
What happened
Okay.
to K-Dot? He's like he disappeared.
Okay. Next.
I guess I'll go. I would say, I guess like I'll probably have to go with Dominic Monaghan.
Monaghan.
Yeah, him. Like I like Ramsey, but like I feel like the Dominic Monaghan did a little better job with the character and everything like that, and I liked how it was done. Like,
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to go against the grain and go Ramsay Bolton. I'm gonna explain why. I hate him. I can't stand this character, and I don't mean I hate him as a villain, like because he's doing a good job. I think he's a broken character, and I think that guy played it way over the top, and he was so smug with it, that it seemed like a fucking cartoon villain, because he was just like, to me, the person who sold those scenes as where when he was torturing the guy or whatever, the person who sold those scenes much better was Reek, the actor who played Reek. He sold that shit much better than Ramsey did. And how would I say this? It's like they had the greatest one of the greatest villains of all time on TV at that time, who was super fucking entertaining, who was fucking Joffrey, right?
yeah,
Joffrey was fucking amazing. And I know in the books he gets killed early, but they didn't utilize that actor enough, man. That actor should have been in it more. And they tried to, replace him with this Ramsay Bolton character, and it just didn't work as well as fucking Joffrey. Even though Joffrey wasn't as clever and wasn't as whatever, he was a much more realistic fucking psychopath. That's what was more interesting about him. He was a psychologically consistent with a psychopath, except he was just in this fantasy land, and it was just a treat to watch. And that guy's performance was amazing. And then you get this Ramsay Bolton character, and everyone reps for Ramsay Bolton because he's smarter and he is able. He's effectively, as a villain on paper, he does more, but actually, in terms of the journey going through with him, he's far less interesting, because he's just like, he's got like pure plot armor, dude. Anyway, so that's my feelings towards Ramsay. I don't like him. The only problem is I like Dominic Monaghan and all of fucking Frodo's friends even less. All of them are trash, in my opinion. I just don't like how they hang around and try and be like these kind of light, bubbly, like little leprechauns or something like that. I just can't fucking stand it. It pisses the shit out of me. They're my least favorite characters in the Lord of the Rings. So I will give it to Ramsay Bolton, but Dominic goes through. And I'm glad, to be honest. I'm glad you guys voted for him, because I fucking hate Ramsay.
All you didn't vote for Ramsey are pieces of shit. It's a great
You
Oh,
character.
you would have voted for Ramsey?
That's a great character who turned fucking what's his other name? What's his fucking slave name? The thief.
Reek.
Reek.
Reek. Loyal Reek. The man turned Loyal Reek into a punk beach. Yeah, y'all are some assholes for not fucking picking him.
I'm sorry, man. All right. Oh shit. We have another one. Another showdown of the villains, bro.
Oh, this is
Um,
another
we- should we? Let's start from. Well, all right, Kados, you could start.
Tywin Lannister, bro.
Okay, you want to go for it?
Look, I like Littlefinger. You know, he's a cool villain in the background. That he doesn't do any physical stuff. He doesn't do any physical shit. He's a mastermind. He thinks with his brain and all that. Tywin Lannister, he also doesn't really get out there and do a lot of things either. But Tywin's a Lannister, and the Lannisters had these seasons on lock for so long, and it was because of Tywin and what he did. Littlefinger, I don't know, man. He was kind of a simp, man. Trying to get in with their trash character's name.
I forgot her name.
Fucking Jean Grey's character, Sophie.
Jean character.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Sansa.
Sansa, yeah, that bitch. He was literally just holding on to Sansa so he can potentially fucking marry her or some weird shit. So
Yeah, I don't like that he gave her away in the end because
I thought we weren't using those seasons.
Well, you can talk about it, but like the fact he gave.
I'm
her
not
away-
using it against him. Like, I don't think he had a bad ending in season 8 or whatever, but overall, like, look at what he's been doing and stuff, just holding on to Sansa and stuff, and he didn't really make
but
it.
he when he gave her away to Ramsey, I was like, but that's not your character. Your whole character's thing has been.
That's because the
You're
two
doing all-
dipshits
you're
started
doing all
writing.
Yeah, he's always been doing all of this because he's in love with Sansa and he's in love with her mother, right? So I didn't really get that, like that he'd give her away like that. That seemed to go
Yeah, it was
against
kind of weird.
his ultimate goal, which was to get them. Like he should have at least had some end game where he was going to get her back off Ramsey afterwards, but it seemed like he just gave her away to Ramsey and didn't give a shit.
Right, because he was so because he went this far holding on to her for so many seasons and stuff. Even being okay with what Joffrey was doing to her and shit. Just sitting by, and for him to give up Sansa like that just to Ramsey was like, yeah, it's kind of iffy. Because it's kind of like it with a motherfucker like Ramsey, he could have easily fucking killed Sansa if Sansa stepped out of line.
Right, exactly.
She probably would have became what Reek was if she didn't do exactly what did, and let's say if he did get her back, Sansa would have probably came back in a worse condition than she already was when she went in with Ramsey. So
right.
But his plan
plan
all along was when that battle happened to come in there with the Knights of the Vale or whatever to save the day. That was the whole point of putting her there.
Yeah.
So it's really not that dumb of a plot, actually.
Well, no, I'm not. No. I'm just saying.
He could have. But that guy was too fucking off the wall. You can't leave the woman that you care about so much with that guy for so long because he could have killed her.
Right.
Yeah, he
That's
could.
the facts of it.
And then that you got to remember that other girl that liked Ramsey too. That other crazy bitch with the crossbow. Her crazy ass would probably fucking shot Sansa if she didn't do every little thing Ramsey needed her to do. Like,
and Littlefinger would have known that. I mean, he knows everything. So
but if we're gonna base it on stuff like this, is what I was saying in the private chat. Like, basically every character that died before the end of season 5 is gonna be a fucking OG, right? Because they were fucking excellent because it followed the books to a T. But anyone that lived long enough for D&D, aka dumbass and dipshit, to keep writing them got fucking buried, dude. It's not just a one character or a few characters. They fucked everybody. They fucked them.
No, but that one stuck out to me as something. But I'll tell you what I think of Littlefinger later. All right, so we've got one for Tywin. Film elitist, you could go.
Tywin, because he died as a fucking great character, and Littlefinger died like a little bitch. and that whole plot line in season 8 was fucking retarded, dude. Like Sansa and Arya might be against each other and Littlefinger's winning, but it turns out, no, we teamed up against you and we killed you with the knife that you gave to Bran. Like, it was fucking retarded, dude. Like, him and Varys both got fucked. All the really intelligent characters got fucked the hardest because they were written by really dumb people. So Tywin Lannister, 100%. He's a great villain. That guy was awesome when he's cutting up the pig and just talking about that. Like,
That's one of the best intros to a character.
Yeah, what the house is about, dude, and shit. And like, fantastic.
All right, cool. We've got 2 for Tywin. Arkham?
I was gonna say Tywin. Like, he was just such a good character. Littlefinger, no, it was just bad.
Yeah. Okay, next.
Littlefinger.
All right, go for it. Why?
I mean, I just honestly, the main reason why is because I don't remember Tywin Lannister's scenes that much. I need to rewatch them, so automatically I have to go Littlefinger. But I'm pretty sure Tywin's probably better.
Okay. I'm also asking the community. I'm putting up a poll now. Littlefinger versus Tywin. I thought Tywin was gonna go for a clean sweep here because this is easy to me. This is Tywin Lannister. Now,
Actually, hold up. Never mind. I remember. Yeah, I'll go Tywin. Never mind.
Yeah,
I just remember his scenes in my mind.
Yeah,
he's better.
Yeah, he's way better, man. Tywin Lannister is one of the greatest characters on TV ever in terms of like just he was complex and interesting. There was times where like his relationship with Arya Stark, even where you could see like this is a guy driven by this desire for his family to continue his legacy, right? And in that strange way, he does actually love them. But at the same time, he's a pure fucking evil bastard. Fucks is like his son's wife or girlfriend or whatever, does all of that kind of stuff, has one of the greatest intros as a character ever as well. Now, Littlefinger, I loved him in the first season when he had the English accent. As soon as I don't know why the actor decided to do this, but he just decided to change his accent to Irish. And as soon as he did that, he was just a less good character.
Because he's Irish.
I know he's Irish, but he had an English accent in the first.
Yeah,
I'm guessing that might have had something to do with why he
Yeah, man, why are you racist against the Irish, man?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying he couldn't have been good. I'm just saying that it just so happened as a coincidence that as soon as he changed his accent,
it was like out of the blue or something like that. Like,
yeah,
what he usually has that specific, and then when he does a different accent, it feels a little weird.
Yeah, it was a little weird anyway, but like he was just better. I remember that speech he gave in the first, I think it must have been the first season, where he's talking to the prostitute, and he's like, explaining how he was in love with Ned Stark's wife, and that whole kind of story. And then he does this speech anyway, and it's fucking fantastic. It's one of the best speeches in all of Game of Thrones. But yeah, afterwards he just didn't do anything for me. I thought he was so over the top Machiavellian that it just became kind of unrealistic, and I couldn't wait till he died. Private chat, okay. Anything?
Oh, that's just showing the voice change.
Oh, really? Okay. Do you want to put it up for me?
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, like I'll do it.
Yeah, so we can show these guys the voice change.
And Alina's using the fucking Bing. Bing is a dead browser.
Yeah, it is. Now,
when you find yourself in bed with an ugly woman, best to close your eyes and get it over with. cut her throat. Be done with it. And that's what he sounds like now. That's a quote from season 1, but he did not sound like that when he said it in season 1. He sounded like, when you find yourself in bed with an ugly woman, close your eyes, get it over with. Cut her throat. Be done with it.
Yeah, he was much cooler when he was like that. Literally, I don't know, like, because Irish people in general are just like,
Say what you
it's
want
hard
about
to.
me, and
Fuck
free
you.
it.
Well,
No.
what are you saying about my
Oh my God.
kind, you motherfucker?
Can you look? If you heard me out, it was about to be a compliment. I think Irish people in general, it's hard for them to sound villainous because they just sound so friendly.
What?
Oh,
No,
thank,
it is.
thank you, nerd man. Thanks.
Dude, you're tripping
it-
balls, dude. Have you ever seen
I
The
am-
Town
What's the town?
with Ben Affleck? That guy that's gonna chop his ball sack off, the Irish mob leader. That guy's a fucking badass villain, dude.
Yeah. Can't
Sure,
say
I'm
Irish
not-
are
I'm
not
not-
villainous. I'm Irish.
And he
Like-
sounds like a leprechaun. It doesn't take away from that.
Sure, I mean, just
Yeah,
to
man.
me,
What,
maybe.
Nerdman, what about the
Being straight up
Leprechaun?
racist
Leprechaun
right
movies?
now.
He's Irish.
Yeah,
Racist.
he's going after Irish people.
Nerdman,
I
the
said they
Leprechaun
sound
from the
friendly.
Leprechaun
How's that
movie was
racist?
Irish.
How is it racist to say they sound friendly?
'Cause it's
They
like
have
me-
a
it's like
friendly
me-
accent.
Because you said they sound so friendly, they can't be good villains. It's like me saying, "Hey, black people are better at basketball," even though it might be true. You don't say it.
No, I'm gonna comment
it's a
that on
compliment.
Twitter. Irish people are too nice to play villains.
Oh, you're gonna get ratio.
No, I don't mean it like that. Look, I'm not saying it can't happen, but there's this thing with people from the north in England and also people from Ireland. It's like it's typically known, like especially when I don't know how to put it. Like
You're basically saying Irish
it-
people can't be
all right.
villainous.
For instance, they had a poll in England of the most trustworthy accents, and the London accent, like my accent, came like really, really last. It's one of the people trust least.
I agree with that.
Like this kind of and posh people as well, really posh people, they don't trust them. Whereas people from the north, Irish, even like just Cockney people who have a much more kind of not working class, but like, well, I suppose working class kind of accent, are generally more trusted. It's like they have more trustworthy. It's a more trustworthy accent for some reason to people. I don't know why, but and then there was a bigger kind of poll to do with that, but I'm not going to go into it because then you're really going to call me racist. Anyway, so
Oh my God, get
uh,
put it on Twitter.
Just a quick comment. Not sure if you knew, but an
Yeah.
Aqualad series is being produced on HBO Max. You didn't know?
Fuck that. All right.
You don't like
All
the
right.
character?
So
What did you mention?
Get your merch now, boys. It's going to be a collector's item.
okay. So Tywin Lannister goes through, and let's see who was winning here. Littlefinger is actually winning over Tywin by 67%. Really? I didn't know Littlefinger was loved like that. All right.
What are you guys
Cool.
smoking?
What?
Tywin's way better. I'm surprised. I'm shocked by that. All right.
I
Yeah,
like
I mean,
Littlefinger.
I don't dislike Littlefinger, but Tywin is the far
Ah,
superior character.
I like Littlefinger, but fuck exactly, Kate. It's like
All right. Don't do it to my baby girl. Do not do this to my baby girl.
I mean, this should be a clean sweep. But
Fuck you.
It ain't
Oh.
going to be.
Oh, right. No, maybe you mean in the other way.
Oh, this is
So-
easy.
well, now I
Gimli-
want to say it in the other way,
Gim-
but no.
Gimli John Reese Davies versus. Sorry, I'm so used to people hating on Daenerys that
Wasn't Gimli one of the
Daenerys Targaryen.
hobbits? Wasn't Gimli one of the hobbits?
Yeah, Gimli was the last yeah, like the last
This
one.
is easy, bro. This is easy, Nerdman.
Then go.
Let me ask you
Uh,
one question before you do this. Besides her being hot and having dragons,
Oh,
what do you like
sorry.
about her? Because her philosophy is total shit.
sorry. Gimli John was the dwarf.
Yes, with the axe.
Oh, Gimli.
Yeah.
Oh, well, this is still easy too. What the fuck?
He's the one with the axe, the 2 axes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now I'm remembering. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is so easy.
Okay,
Daenerys
yeah.
Targaryen. I'm sorry, but Daenerys over Gimli. She's the breaker.
Y'all,
Breaker
it's
of
it's about to be a
chains, bruh.
simp show in here, bro.
The breaker of chains,
Breaker
bro.
of chains. She got 3 fucking dragons and shit.
All she
Come
gotta do
on,
is walk around naked in that blonde wig, and the simping goes to 100.
And that white hair, that fire poom poom. Oh man, make me want it.
I have to agree. The first one.
So I'm putting it up as a poll. The dwarf.
The problem I have with Gimli, and I don't dislike his character. It's just that his plot armor is so fucking thick that it's maddening. His plot armor is so thick, man.
Yeah.
I swear there was a part in I think the second movie where they're on that bridge fighting those Uruks, and they literally fucking throw him into a mob of Uruks, and he's like perfectly fine. I'm like, what the hell?
That makes no sense.
I was like, your short ass should have been fucking dead.
Yeah. All right, so Arkham, you're going for
Yeah, the first one.
yeah. Okay, Sean.
Be smart, Sean. Pick the right one.
Sean, you're on mute.
You want me to
don't-
go? Oh, okay. You know how?
Oh, yeah, I do. That's why I called your name. Yeah,
Sorry. So
Sean.
Arkham and Kadots went right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Look. Yeah, I love both. I mean, obviously. Okay. Look, I can understand like a couple issues with her character, film elitist, but come on, please just think about it. One's fantastic, has actual character depth. The other is like just a side.
I'm not joking when I
comically
say that I
mostly
disagree
character.
with you.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And she might not be great as an actress.
Elitist just wants to make sure the
Just
dwarf wins.
say it, film elitist. You hate female characters.
Yes, that's why I love Cersei, Lady Brienne, pretty much everybody but Arya and Daenerys because they're OP ridiculous characters.
Oh, you
That is
like
bullshit. You
so he
always
likes
have
evil women. He likes those evil villainous
Why did you
women.
fucking pick Jon Snow? Okay, whatever.
Exactly. I know exactly. You were gonna pick Johnson. Anyway, go on. So
I'm not putting Jon Snow far into this tournament though.
Yeah.
It's Gimli.
Gimli.
Daenerys Targaryen is a two-dimensional character. She's tits and dragons. There's nothing else to her. All of her philosophy that she pretended to know about or feel or believe in about breaking the wheel and freeing the slaves, she ended up being the exact opposite. So
And that's why she's not too.
that doesn't make her interesting.
she's
That just
not
makes her
two-dimensional.
evil.
Yeah, do you miss the point of her character?
No, I didn't miss the point. Here's the point. It's called subverting expectations for the sake of it.
Oh, and look, I'll say this: she was never mad. She was never mad either. She was always sane and knew what the fuck she was doing.
Right, exactly, which makes it worse.
No,
K-Dot.
but the whole point was what's her people called? Is it the Target? No, it's not the Targaryens.
Targaryens.
Oh, it is the Targaryens because of her surname.
it's Targaryen.
Yeah, the Targaryens have that in them, that ability to snap and go mad. That's the whole thing. That's what her father did, right? So it was set up from like the jump that this was a possibility that was the arc of her character.
But
I
no,
had
with
one of the
the
least
Castle
problems
Rock
with her arc,
situation,
man.
she didn't go mad because she wasn't unjustified. What she did with the Castle Rock was justified though, because they did kill her assistant. Remember the girl? The
Wasn't
black girl?
justified,
Yeah, but it wasn't
K-Dot?
justified.
What are you
She
talking
was-
about? It was
She
genocide.
killed
Hey,
everyone.
Justified.
She
Free Castle
killed
Rock.
more
Justified? So
people.
somebody kills your family member. It's justifiable to go to the city that they live in and burn the whole city to the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah,
free
you-
Castle Rock.
You
Get the
got
fuck
problems.
outta here,
You
dude.
got problems.
No.
No,
This
it's
is no.
smart.
This is the thing. Cersei lied about the alliance. She was supposed to honor the alliance and shit. Bring soldiers and help them out. She already.
All
broke
she had to do
that.
was pick up Cersei by her dragon's toenail and flip her into
Right,
the ocean.
Cersei was right there in front of her. She could have just flown in with the dragon and burnt fucking Cersei's shit. She
All right,
didn't need to
but-
burn the whole city down.
But
That's
fuck the
bullshit. She
city.
didn't need to
The-
do that.
The
I
city,
agree. Look, I like
the city-
Daenerys did
Herman,
that.
the city
I
is
like
so
Daenerys
fake.
did that, but
the
it
city
wasn't
is so
justified.
fake. They didn't even have Cersei's back. They're fucking throwing milk and shit at her naked body, saying "whore, whore." That's a
Because
fake
they
ass
were
city.
poor. They
I'm
were
glad they
peasants.
died.
They were
They
the
were
the
being
lower class,
starved and
the people that
yeah.
Daenerys was supposed to be freeing across the world, but
She
she was
was
But they
over-
weren't slaves. No, that's
was-
different. They weren't
no,
slaves.
she was.
Daenerys
They
was
were
actually
overtaxing.
releasing slaves, actual
They
slaves,
were
not
over-
regular people.
No, but they were overtaxing those people, dude, so that they could.
That's
live
that's
their
not
fucking
comparable
lavish
to
lives.
the actual people that she freed that were slaves, legitimate slaves.
No, that is. It's not
They're
comparable. in the
they're
sense-
being overtaxed. But
They're being starved to fucking death. They
They're in
don't
the
even
streets
care
eating
about
rats. They're
They
covered
were-
in dirt.
Them. Yeah, exactly.
it
Literally,
ain't my fault they
literally-
living like bums and
Yo, Cersei at that wedding.
They at least have an opportunity.
No, wait
to
a
change
second. Wait a
and be-
second. Cersei at the wedding, at the second wedding, right?
K-Dots is
They were
a
like-
proven genocide.
No, look, K Dots, Cersei
Yeah.
at that wedding, like basically, what's her name? That queen, I fucking hate her. But
Do you mean the one that
Marjorie?
married Tommen? The one that tried to marry
Audrey or
Tommen?
whatever. Yeah, the one
Marjorie.
who tried to marry. Yeah, Audrey was like, "Oh, give all the people
Marjorie.
give all the people our extra food, right? So that they'll be happy or whatever. That at least we'll give them some extra food that we don't have at the wedding." And Cersei's like, "Oh no, fuck the people, give it to the dogs instead." That's how they were fucking.
Yeah,
treating those
Cersei wasn't
people.
lying. Fuck the people.
Fuck, it's like, you
Nerd
would
man,
be a
nerd
great
man.
When did you
king,
turn into a
K-Dots.
Republican, K-Dot?
Man, those people was fucking looking at Cersei's naked body, not even getting hard off it like they should be, and fucking slandering her sexy ass body.
Oh,
Fuck those
man.
people. Fuck
K-Dot,
those
I
people.
want to see you
Fuck
like
Castle
make
Rock.
your own fucking make your own
K-
like
K-
city
K-Dots
and
is
how you
going
would
to-
rule it.
Yeah, he's getting
Genocide. That genocide
K-Dots
was
is raw,
justified.
bro.
Genocide's gonna be your number one rule.
Genocide is justifiable. K-Dot's raw, bro.
No, it's
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
no, and they also killed her dragon too. Boom, even more justified. They killed her dragon. They killed her friend. They lied about the alliance. Oh my goodness.
The takeaway here, guys: if somebody kills your pet or someone close to you, you can nuke a
Nah,
city
that-
to get back at them.
That was her baby. That was her baby. Don't call it.
Nerdman
That
goes
was
to,
her
like-
baby.
Well, no, if Nerdman
Yeah,
goes to
see,
like
her
the state you
ancestors
live in,
built-
K-Dots, and somebody kills him, would you nuke that state?
What?
You're damn straight I would if they'd fucking killed K-Dots.
Oh no, I meant the other way
Not
around.
to
with
nuke them shits, man.
I mean, but
All
y'all
right,
know
so-
I'm preaching. Y'all know I'm preaching though. But go ahead.
Preaching, bro. All right, so 3-1. And of course, I am voting because you stand in the presence of Daenerys Starborn of the House Targaryen, rightful heir of the Iron Throne, rightful
Crazy.
queen of the Andes and the First Men,
And a dead
protector
bitch.
of the Seven Kingdoms, the mother of dragons, the Khaleesi of the Great Grass
The
Sea,
Queen of Sims.
the unburnt, the breaker of chains herself. Come on, man. She was dope, dude. I loved everything she did. Every time she-
Fuck
Every
Jon
time
Snow.
she had that,
Hey, Nerdman. Fuck Jon Snow for betraying her. That piece of shit, spineless.
exactly.
Hell
Cool.
yeah.
Fuck Jon
Exactly.
Snow for
What the
betraying
fuck?
her.
You
Queen.
fucking simp factory in here, dude.
For real.
Dude, I don't care, bro. I would have rather die for
I'm Daenerys.
Daenerys
I'm
Targaryen.
Daenerys.
I'm not gonna lie.
Unreal.
I'm not gonna lie.
Daenerys as well.
The
But, you know,
character.
And not one of you has explained to me why she's an interesting character other than her tits and her dragons yet.
I never said that.
She's
shit.
hot as fuck. She is.
No.
All right, at least
she
you
is-
admit it, Arkham.
She's hot. She's got dragons. She's freeing slaves. She's actually one of the only characters actually doing the good thing in the
Listen, if
season
you
for a
actually
while.
watched the season and her character closely, you will
Yeah, and by the
see-
end of it, you realize that her freeing slaves was just self-aggrandize, stroking her ego. That was
And that's
never
why
about.
she-
No,
that
she
is why-
genuinely
Wait
wanted
a
to do it
second. Wait a
because she
second.
took her
That is
slaves
why she's so
and gave them
cool.
opportunities.
That's why she's so cool. She's the Jim Jones of fucking Game of
Hell
Thrones,
yeah.
man. That's a basic thing.
I like
That
the
she
dragon.
does do it for
uh,
self-aggrandizing
Every
in the end.
episode, she deals
But
with
she-
issues. She
but the
has to
thing
try
is-
to like.
but
It's
the
not
thing is-
just straightforward film elitist.
Yeah.
She
She's
deals
just a
with, like,
fake mean. She's a
issues
fake.
each
She's a
episode.
fake. She's a mean girl masquerading as an activist. Who
Just,
has
can we move
dragons
on?
and
I don't want to
titties.
hear this anymore.
That I
Exactly.
disagree with. No.
That's not interesting to me.
She's fucking.
And the
awesome.
worst parts of the show in the first few seasons were every time they went to Essos.
The what?
No,
Which is like
the worst parts of the show were when they went to fucking where Jon Snow was. That was the most boring
Castle Black?
shit.
No, that was
Yeah, that was the
Yeah,
most
the
boring
only,
you mean when the-
the only time Jon Snow got interesting was when he was with the Wildlings in season 4.
Yeah.
When he got captured by them and he met that chick, you know nothing, don't you know? That's when Jon Snow shit got interesting. But
I didn't
Norman
mind-
White-
I didn't mind
I
it
didn't
when he-
even find that interesting, bro. Daenerys was always.
That's
more
because you weren't
epic than
getting
she was.
hard and jerking off to it, and then
It
you got
wasn't
used
about-
to it.
I never personally jerked off to Daenerys Targaryen. My dick got her, but I never jacked off to her.
She was
Good for you, K-Dot. It's
Dude,
She's,
good.
I mean, she's hot, but you know, you don't disrespect the breaker of chains like
Well, I'm
that.
glad someone has limits. I know Nerdman doesn't. I know what you're doing.
I-
to those
I-
points.
That's the
jerked
breaker
off.
of chains. If she told me to do that, then I would, because she's my queen.
Easy simp, man. He's simping hard. All right. Anyway, Daenerys goes through. And let's see what the votes
Of course
say.
she goes through.
Oh shit! 83%. Gimli. It seems like everyone agrees with you that that Daenerys is indeed a Mary
Yeah.
Sue.
We got the real ones in the comments and a bunch of simps on this.
No, man. Daenerys was hard, man. She
The
went hard.
fucking boys came through for me.
Whoever
There's
picked-
something
whoever-
was hard when you saw her. I don't know if it was.
Nah, she
He
went
was
in
hard.
hard, bro.
Whoever picked no character having Gimli, screw you.
Hey,
Listen, film
when Gimli comes in with that axe in the final battle and he goes "Arr," and he makes that noise.
Well,
That's great.
well,
dude.
listen, film elitist. Everybody must have left the stream hearing your nonsense because there were only 6 votes on that poll. And 8 people
Yeah.
watching, so the people spitting the facts in the chat would have voted if they didn't leave
Yeah.
from hearing your nonsense. All right.
Exactly.
Stannis.
Stannis the Man versus
Stannis the man is
Sauron Christopher Lee. This one's really difficult for me. I'm going to start here. Stannis is one of my favorite characters in Game of Thrones. I absolutely fucking... This guy was great. Like, the whole thing with his daughter and stuff, but that he wanted to be king so much, and then he ends up burning his daughter, like, to become king. Like, what a great, complicated... like villain just struggling with his own inner demons, and it was played like with an understated ease by the actor. I'm gonna put some respect on this actor's name. What's his name?
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. What? Why isn't it showing his name? All right, let me find actor. Stephen Delany fucking played it brilliantly, man. I loved him. Now we're talking about Christopher Lee, iconic Sauron, Saruman, one of the greatest villains I've ever seen in any film ever. I mean, he literally is fantastic, and it's Christopher Lee playing him, doing all this Christopher Lee charm. It was really, really good. I think it's my second favorite Christopher Lee performance, after the man with the golden gun, Scaramanga with the 3 nipples. But I'm gonna give it to Stannis. I'm gonna go with my heart rather than my head. I know Saruman is like fucking amazing, but Stannis just had such a... I just felt for him, man. Like, even though he did this horrible thing to his daughter, it's just like him with that witch and tricking him and stuff like that. And you just saw the guilt he had afterwards as well, but he always was on mission to gain that throne. So I'm gonna give it to Stannis. Baratheon. Arkham.
I have to go with Christopher Lee. Like, I understand Stannis, like, the villain type thing. I just like the second one's so iconic, and he played the role so well. I really liked how he did it. Like, I don't hate the Stannis. It's just I liked Christopher Lee more.
Yeah, I understand that. I like this one. I truly do understand. I'm gonna put it to a vote as well, but I think Christopher Lee's gonna like run away with this one.
Let's be honest, he's gonna win.
Yeah. All right. K Dots.
I gotta give it to Christopher Lee, Saruman. You know, Saruman was like Stannis. Well, let me say, Stannis was really not one of the characters I cared about. A lot of shit with Stannis, I literally tried to skip through it as quick as I can. Like, you know, I didn't really care about anything Stannis related.
I didn't care about him at first, but then when you start like really watching him as an actor and what he's doing, it's actually pretty impressive. But I get what you're saying. He's very understated at first, but
Yeah, I'm not saying he's a bad character. It's just he didn't do nothing that really interested me in Game of Thrones. There's a lot of characters you can like and you know f with, but he just wasn't one of the ones that grabbed me.
All right. I've put it in the vote. Stannis versus Saruman. So let's go back to this. So we've got 2 for three now for Saruman. Okay.
Sorry, I was away.
So it's your turn, Sean. No, wait, we've got two for Saruman, no?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, it was two. You gave someone that didn't vote yet.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll have
I
to
mean,
go.
we all know Saruman's gonna win anyway, so
Yeah, it's obvious.
Yeah, I'll go with Stannis.
oh fuck you, Sean.
Really? That's
Yeah, I
surprising.
love both, and I love Christopher Lee. I have to be honest. So I like Stannis's like just his story more. It's like the difficulty of his character. I liked it more.
Yeah.
And Christopher Lee, you know, wasn't in it for that long. So honestly,
I voted for Stannis as well. I really liked him. Film elitist.
Yeah, this one's tough. I actually really like Stannis too, but I got to go Saruman.
God damn! I thought you were gonna go for it.
Can't do it.
Yeah, I honestly, out of all of them, I understand that one the most. Christopher Lee's winning by 100% at the moment, so I think everyone agrees that Christopher Lee was iconic in that role. So Christopher Lee goes forward. Saruman. And I'm ending poll. 100%. Okay. Saving. Come on. I will go for Arya Stark next versus. Oh, shit. Oh, God. All right. Arya Stark versus Davos Seaworth. One of my other favorite characters. All right. I'll start with Film Elitist. Or do you want to go last?
No, I'll go
Because
first. That's fine.
Okay.
Davos motherfucking Seaworth, man. This guy was just a fucking pirate, losing hands, fucking killing the game, dude. Ends up being in the Queen's inner circle in the end. Arya Stark was cool when she was a kid, and I was like, oh, she's a badass. But as soon as she got a little older, and the actress started playing her differently, in my opinion, plus the writing, like they made her so fucking OP. She was like Neo from the Matrix, dude. It was fucking ridiculous.
I wish you were Neo from the
Dude,
Come
she
on,
was
dude.
fighting people blinded with stab wounds that would kill a megalodon shark. It was fucking
It's Game of Thrones. It ain't this
absurd.
world.
It
ain't
was,
this world.
but they didn't explain it like, oh, it's magic. They just explained it like, oh,
Wait,
don't
how
think about
did
it.
the Hound live? The
The
Hound
Hound-
got fucking
no.
stabbed up like she did.
Nerdman, I hold that same standard to him. It's not a Mary Sue
Bullshit
thing.
you
It's
do.
not a,
Bullshit
dude,
you
stop.
do.
Dude, the Mountain versus the Hound was fucking ridiculous as well when they fell into the fire pit. I hated that. So it's not an anti-female thing. It's not a Mary Sue thing. She was OP, and the writing for her character got ridiculous. And if she was that powerful, why not just sit? You can't have it both ways. You can't have her so powerful that she can sneak past the Night King and kill him. And then, you know, like, it's literally a Deus Ex Machina. Like, it's the exact definition. We have set up this OP Neo-like figure that towers above everybody else in power and skill set, can literally shapeshift into other people. And when the big
That
battle
was
comes,
explained though. What are you talking
hold
about?
on.
She went
Yeah,
back
that
to
was
training.
explained.
hold on. I didn't say I had a
fuck?
problem. Stop. Let me talk. I'm not saying I
Yeah.
had a problem with the face thing. That was cool, right? And they explained that. That was fine. That was earned. What I'm establishing is that was one of many abilities that she had. Right? She was so fucking OP that it was ridiculous. She was female Batman in a teenage girl's body with a sword. She was
Female Batman.
unstoppable. And that Night King moment is one of the most ridiculously disappointing like plot twist. Didn't expect that.
So what did you want to happen? Jon
Dude,
Snow to take him
No.
out?
I wanted them to all fight together, and I honestly wanted like Theon or somebody
Bullshit,
like
you
that.
did. You wanted Jon Snow versus the Night King.
I wanted to see him. I wanted to see him fight him, but I didn't have to see
And
him
that's
beat him
why
in the
she
win.
shot on your cornflakes.
If Daenerys would have shot him with the
Jon
dragon-
Snow didn't get the fucking.
If Daenerys would have stabbed him, I would have liked it more.
It was.
Daenerys.
I mean, look, I can agree with
You
Leaders on
lying
this.
motherfucker.
It's a fucking
You lying
joke,
motherfucker.
dude.
I swear to God, there's an alternate universe. I know there is. There's an alternate universe where Daenerys was the one who killed the Night King, and fucking Phil Elitist is going off on her right now and saying, "I would have preferred Arya Stark to do it." Just
No,
to
I
win the
wouldn't have. I
fucking
would not have
argument.
said that. And
Yes, you.
hold on,
Yes, you
hold
would.
on. Just list the female characters that I would have been okay with: Lady Brienne, Daenerys. I think those are the only two that were like around the battle. But even the red woman, any of them would have
Arya
been
Stark,
better.
the girl who'd been trained. all
Yeah, the
this
guy
time
that made
and
the
gone through
pies,
all of
Hot
that kind of
Pie.
shit.
Hot Pie, whatever his name was, that guy would have made more sense. It was fucking ridiculous. A character that hasn't been in Westeros for 7.5 of the 8 seasons now is the person that wins the battle. And their entire journey takes place on the other side of the world, and it's not supposed to connect to this. That was D&D. That is not George R.R. Martin. It was the worst thing they did, and it was a fucking joke. It's not about Jon Snow. It's about it being ridiculous. Overall, for the story. I hate it. I hate it. Sorry.
All right. Good arguments there. Next up.
You know what, Film Elitist, I do agree with you for the most part. Like, I loved her in the first half, second half, yeah. I mean, I still think she's fine overall. I don't hate her. I don't hate the actress, although she hasn't really done anything since then that's been good. Yeah, she's just fine though. Let's not talk about season 8 though. Or I'm gonna throw up.
Don't talk about it, please.
Like, I didn't want Jon Snow either. I would have like taken any besides like those two that were like in that bat. But anyway,
Well, it had to be a Stark. I mean, come on.
I mean, whatever. I mean, I wanted to see Jon Snow fight him a bit. I didn't want to see him beat him though. But I'm saying that as someone who didn't even like Jon Snow really. But yeah, I mean, it's Dave. Sorry, it's easy. Just
Davos Seaworthy.
Davos,
Or
yeah.
Seaworth.
My
Seaworth,
fucking
yeah.
man, Sean, the motherfucking man.
Also,
right.
by the way, I just wanted to mention after the premiere, like that what was her name again? Macy Williams' own mother was like, it should have been Jon Snow, or it should have been anyone else. She said to her.
It's honestly, and look, this thing, I know it's super obvious to do this, and I know they want to subvert expectations, but it should have been Jon Snow. You literally have 2 sequences in the whole show where Jon Snow has to stare down with the Night King at that raid when the Night King raided the Wildlings camp. That stare down across the water, and then the next time in the final battle for season 8, he's staring them down, and then fucking Jon Snow is running up to him, and he stops because he sees a fucking zombie. He's like, dude, fucking fight him. He just fucking Jon. Look, fuck Jon Snow, man. Fucking trash. Fuck D&D trash writers too. I hate them. Hate their.
So who are you voting for?
Yeah, who?
I already voted. Oh,
You didn't.
wait, Davos isn't that the motherfucker from the last season I was kicking Jamie's ass?
No. Davos is the
the
guy from Flea Bottom. He was Stannis Baratheon's.
Oh shit, yeah, Davos. Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
now. Davos, yeah. Arya, I liked her. This is my thing with Arya, right? like when they did skip the shit with Arya, the Hound was the most interesting thing about them in their relationship together. Not really her. I'm not saying Arya was
That's
bad.
not true. That's not true, bro.
No. Hear me out. I'm not saying Arya is bad. It's just that I really didn't care that much.
Do you know I don't think I've got the Hound on here? I swear to God. I know. I'm so pissed. I knew I missed somebody off.
I mean, what this is what I did like. This what I did like about Arya in her story with the Hound. I like how she was honestly, in a sense, making the Hound a little bit more, like humbling the Hound a bit as a character. Like, she kind of softened up this big fucking evil ass giant. Yeah, I did like that. So she was there to help him at least try to be a better person and stuff, and he sacrificed himself for it.
Yeah.
So you're going Arya?
No, Davos. That shit she did to Night King, bullshit.
All right,
Yeah.
Arkham.
I was gonna say Davos.
You son of a bitch, man. My God, Arya.
Hey, as Logan Roy says in season 1 of Succession, it's fucking over.
Yeah. It's over.
I'm trying to run out of tank here.
I'm running a fucking tanker. I gotta bounce, bro. I love you.
What the fuck?
Nice seeing all
man?
you guys.
can't bounce, dude.
I'm sorry. I have to record a video with
Alright.
this chick. She's only available tonight.
All right, cool, man.
All right,
Peace.
guys.
Thanks so much.
Bye, Kate. Bye, Sean. Bye, Arkham.
Shit.
Peace.
I wanted you to hear my Arya speech.
Okay, I'll listen through that.
All right. So, yeah, is it me? Is it me now?
Yeah,
Come
go
back
ahead.
to me.
Yeah.
Arya Stark is a fucking don, man. She is the best Stark out of all of them. Easily the most interesting Stark with the most fun journey. Her stuff with the Hound was cool when she was getting trained by the League of Assassins. No, by the Faceless
What?
Men. Sorry, but it's just
Big
funny.
assassin. What?
No, because he called her Batman. Sorry. So, but when she was getting
Her man,
trained by
she's
by
at
the
least better
Faceless
than
Men.
John. She is the best
She's
Stark.
way better than John.
She is the
Way
best
better.
Stark. I'll say that
Her-
much. She is the best Stark.
Her and her mother, and also what's his name?
Robb.
Robb. Those were my Starks. I still thought Robb was an idiot, but like he was cooler. Like I just liked his vibe more. But the mum and Arya were just they were the only smart ones. Like they were the only ones who fucking knew what was happening to their family and fucking got out of Dodge or wanted to get out of Dodge.
Yeah.
They
They are ones with some sense.
were
I
the
do
ones
agree,
with
they
some
was.
sense. And Arya, Arya, I just like the fact that she went through all this training. She was hard as fuck. I love that shit where she was blind and she still beat that girl in the end after that girl had been beating her ass, man. That was dope the way she did that, man. Like she figured out a way to beat her. And it wasn't like she just came up with it out of nothing. You saw how she was able to figure that out from the training she had before. So that all of that was really good. She had some plot armor bits where she was stabbed and how did she live? But how the fuck do I know how their biology works in this fucking universe? I don't know. Like it seems like
No.
loads of people seem
My
to
only
get
issue with
stabbed a lot.
Arya, my only big issue with Arya is how to use her at the end of season 8. That's it.
Yeah, that's
Like
it. That's the only
using her, having her be the one to kill the Night King was just honestly bullshit. And the way they did it wasn't good.
I don't know that it was. It didn't bother me.
And
that
also,
much.
they didn't do a good job of making the Night King a really
He was
like
pretty formidable,
impactful villain either. So
he
when
was
she
shit
killed him,
anyway.
it like
He was
really
always
didn't matter.
trash. Yeah, I always thought it was Cersei was always for me the one that was the more interesting villain anyway. So I
Yeah,
didn't really
like the Night
care,
King.
how he was. Night
Honestly,
King was
the way they
boring.
was building up the Night King this whole time, man, he should have hit like fucking Thanos, but he didn't. He just he was mid.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so Arya Stark. I'm voting for Arya. I love Davos, by the way. Davos is one of my favorite characters, but it's more because of the actor's performance rather than what he does. That actor was just amazing. The guy who plays him should have got all the Emmys in the world, man. Every scene he was in, he stole it. And then when he was talking, you know, because he really loved Baratheon's daughter. And when Baratheon kills her, and he
went up there, was like, you know, like, why'd you guys, man? That
was.
Oh, and he got it. The what was that? The Red Witch, the basically the witch and stuff, and basically just calling out for sacrificing a child and stuff.
Yeah.
I love that.
He got in her face. What kind of God would you know? Like, he goes, what kind of God would tell you to do? Any God that tells you to do that is evil. He was fucking fantastic. Anyway,
hey, he was speaking facts when he said that.
He was speaking facts, dude. Anyway, Arya Stark goes out in the first round, unfortunately. I think all the Starks are out.
I'm so fucking proud of the general population right now and the guys on this panel.
This bullshit, man. Should have been Arya. All right, so that's you. I don't know where the fucking Hound is. How can I have not put the Hound on here? All right.
Hey, quick question, because I've been confused by it. Do you know the Mountain character?
Yeah.
Was they recasting him each season?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, because at one point in season 3, they cast him. He was like a tall, skinny ass motherfucker. The next season, he was a tall, wide motherfucker. I was like, what's going on?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was 2 different people at first, or something like it was 2 mountains.
Mm-hmm. All right, peace, film elitist. All right. So we've got Jorah Mormont versus Brienne of Tarth. I'm gonna make this simple. Jorah Mormont was my boy. He was the avatar. He was the avatar for how I felt about Daenerys. And my only thing, I thought Daenerys should have got with Jorah in the end. I thought that was where it was going. I thought like it was going to be one of those, like right at the end, that she'd fall in love with Jorah, but instead she went for Jon Snow. And that's one of the reasons I hate the guy. He got in the way of Jorah. I don't give a shit, man. He loved her so purely. That guy loved her so purely.
Is Jorah Mormont, the actor that
plays Batman now.
Oh, on Titans, yeah.
On Titans.
England. Oh, I liked Jorah. He was excellent in Game of Thrones. I really liked him.
I always thought Brienne of Tarth was overrated, to be honest. I just do it. I didn't.
I don't know, man. Something about her and Jaime's relationship, and then
okay, so I have to do something for like 4 minutes, so I'm just gonna go quickly. Jorah.
Okay.
Yeah, just put mine as Jorah also.
Jorah, okay.
I'm gonna go Jorah. Fuck Jaime. Oh, also, this is the reason I hate Jaime. Fuck Jaime for dishing Brienne, that asshole.
I liked him for doing that. I'd go back to Cersei as well. Yeah, fine off, bro.
I mean, she does look better. She do look better. I would have probably went back to Cersei too.
Dude, I would have gone back to Cersei even if she was my sister, bro. I don't care. All right, so yeah, Jorah. I like the bad girls anyway, so Brienne of Tarth. I look, she was cool as a fighter or whatever, but I just her whole nobleness and all of that kind of stuff. I just never bought the actress. She was good. I
think she was good, but I like Jorah more. Like I like his character. Like how Ian Glenn did the performance of that character. Like was amazing.
Yeah, he was good. He was good.
Oh,
I was really sad when he died, man. I was like, "Fuck, man! No, can you just kiss him?" I was shouting at my fucking TV to do.
Just kiss him.
Just kiss him.
Just kiss him.
Oh, it's my boy, my boy. All right, I'll start with K-Dots here. Joffrey Baratheon versus Legolas.
Damn, dude. All right. Look, Legolas is the GOAT, right? Legolas is the GOAT, right? You know, he's the plot GOAT with the plot armor. But Joffrey, man, when Joffrey's punk ass little brother took over, it made me appreciate how much Joffrey was a G as a king. Even though yes, he was a punk ass king too. But when Tommen took over and watched and allowed his mother to be taken through the streets butt ass naked, Joffrey would have never allowed no bullshit like that. And that just made me appreciate how Joffrey was so much better as a king. And potentially if he got older and didn't die, could have been a really great king with Tywin and Jaime and all of them was like around there to really, push him somewhere. I gotta go Joffrey, man. I like Legolas. Legolas is tight. He's a G. He's the GOAT. But man, Legolas, that plot armor is heavy. At least with Joffrey, I mean, he ain't got no crazy ass plot armor and stuff. He got taken out.
Legolas is awesome. Like he has those bow and arrows and stuff.
Right. Like, don't get me wrong. Legolas is awesome to me. Like when it comes to action, all that, he's just elegant. He's an elf. Elves can do so much elegant shit.
Yeah. I remember.
I'm gonna put this one to a vote as well, just to let everyone know. The vote is up now. Joffrey Baratheon versus Legolas.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
just like the Legolas character is just so awesome. Like I don't hate Joffrey, but if I had to choose, I'd probably pick Legolas.
Really? Okay. Dude, I do like Legolas. He's my favorite, like basically one of the good guys in Lord of the Rings. He's awesome with the arrows, man. The way he just hits the target every time.
Yeah,
he's fucking sick. He is really sick. But Joffrey's my boy, man. Look at the right hand corner.
But and see
look at the right hand corner of my screen.
That's about Legolas, right? With Joffrey, you see him make mistakes. You see him F up. There's even times when you see his flaws. Legolas, you don't see his flaws as a character. He's too perfect. Like he's more perfect than fucking Superman. If he is OP, bro, he's OP to the plot. He could have killed Sauron himself. He could have put the ring on an arrow, shot it at Sauron's eye, and they would have easily. He could have.
But it's kind of cool that he's OP. I don't really care that he's OP, man.
Which one Sauron again? I forgot.
The giant eye.
Oh, the giant. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it until last year, so I have to. It's hard to remember.
Wow. Right now it's 50-50 between Joffrey and Legolas. But look, Joffrey to me is just one of the greatest villains I've ever seen on TV. That actor, the way he played that role, the swag, but the patheticness with which he played that role as well was just awesome. Every scene he was in, he stole, even from Cersei, who is probably one of my favorite characters in Game of Thrones.
67 now. 67 for Legolas.
I can understand that, but Joffrey, there was a reason everybody hated that guy, right? And it's because he played that role to perfection. I just wish he was in the show more. He should have been. They should have given him more to do, and I don't mind him dying when he died, even though I thought it kind of sucked. Because he was like just a good character to just hate. You just wanted to see what this little rodent was going to do next, right? And then his relationship with Tyrion as well was beautiful. The way Tyrion always used to slap him upside the head and shit, and they used to just go. They just used to rag on each other all the time, like back and forth. Like one time Tyrion would have the upper hand, then Joffrey would have the upper hand a little bit, and then back and forth. It was like, a proper like baby face versus heel in wrestling, man. That was what Joffrey and Tyrion were like. They were fucking brilliant the way they went back and forth. I'm going with Joffrey, man. Joffrey was just a fantastic villain. The best villain outside of Cersei in Game of Thrones. I'd go Cersei, Joffrey, then Tywin. I want to do that. Sean, are you back yet? If not, I'll just check the vote. The vote at the moment. Vote. What's your vote?
He just
share my screen.
Share your screen. Oh, you son of a bitch! Go on, give us the reasons.
I'm bad.
I mean, I admit Joffrey might be better, but I love Legolas too much story.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He is awesome.
I do agree with his plot armor, though.
Yeah, I
That
can
means
see
it.
that, like the plot armor and everything like that. But it's like the character's so cool and awesome. I just like the character.
I like Lord of the Rings, but I think that's one of my biggest problems with it. The plot armor with the characters is so. Whew, that shit is.
I do
Alright.
agree. I do agree. Certain characters do have plot armor where, like, I think K-Dot brought up a specific character that, like, I think you said someone was thrown in a bunch of goons, whatever they're called, and he still breathing and stuff like that. It's like, yes.
All right.
Notice Legolas never gets tired, bro. He
No,
never
he
gets
doesn't.
tired.
But he's an elf, man. He like those cats. You know, you've seen them.
Yeah,
they
them
live for thousands of years and shit.
Yeah.
They're
Like
OP as shit.
they
But,
have unlimited
I just want to
energy.
say that it looks like Legolas is going through girls. Joffrey only got 25%. Fuck. All right, so Legolas.
See, look, man. Look,
Joffrey.
if King Tommen didn't do the weak shit he did, I probably would have voted Legolas. But man, Tommen's trash ass made me appreciate Joffrey so damn much.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you can finish what you were saying, Arkham, but I was going to go on to Eomer, Carl Urban versus Robert Baratheon. And that should have been the Hound. This really should be the Hound.
Eomer.
Because I was thinking whether I want to put Robert Baratheon on because I like him so much. But thinking about that should really be the Hound.
Oh, this guy?
Should I make this the Hound? It's up to you guys.
Nah, you can leave it. You can leave it.
Should I put Robert Baratheon or should I make it the Hound? So the original king or the Hound?
Nah, you can leave it Robert
Either
Baratheon because I like Robert Baratheon way more than Eomer. That Robert Baratheon, man.
No, but I'm saying, do you like Robert? Do you think the better character is the Hound or Robert Baratheon?
Robert Baratheon.
Okay, and everyone else, Arkham.
The Hound. I have to remember.
Robert Baratheon is the king from the first one who dies in like I think the first.
Oh, the Hound. I prefer the Hound.
And what about you, Sean?
Yeah, like as Arkham said.
The Hound. All right. Just out of interest, Robert Baratheon versus Carl Urban, but I'm going to switch it to the Hound. But who would vote Robert Baratheon? I'd vote Robert Baratheon. I think he's a G. I fucking love You'll be a soldier. He was the best king fucking ever. He was so cool, and the actor who played him did a fantastic job. I loved him so much. I wish he's another character I just wish was in the show more, but like he only lasted
remind me
5 episodes or something.
Fresh me up. But if Robert didn't die, that shit wouldn't have happened to Ned, right? Because when Robert died, Ned probably would never died the way he did, or even died at all.
No, he wouldn't have died.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Robert Baratheon was a very important. Robert Baratheon was a very important character. When he died, that sealed Ned Stark's fate.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll just say this quickly. Either way, whichever one you put, Nerdman, I vote for them over Carl. So, yeah.
Okay. And Arkham, what would you do? Robert Baratheon or?
I would say the first one.
Okay, but I'm gonna switch it to the Hound because in the end of the day, it's like, can I actually change it somehow? I don't know.
Yeah, well, you go back, I believe, and then you can change it in like a setting.
I have to go to participants, but will that fuck the thing up?
Well, it says unlocked, so I don't think it will fuck it up. But I mean,
No, I don't think so. It will.
if you don't want to risk it, we could just. Okay.
I risked it. Shit. All right, where is it? Robert Baratheon. Yeah, we could have just done it the other way. It's just that he's one of the greatest characters. You have to add him.
Yeah, we could have just like pretended like he's the Hound, but
Yeah, I know. Let's hope it doesn't fuck it up. Let's
But
see.
Hound is awesome.
it shouldn't unless you remove or add or like reorder it. It shouldn't fuck it up, but okay.
Okay, good. So we've got the Hound. I'm voting the Hound.
Yeah, the Hound.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Hound.
Yeah, it's still the Hound.
Yeah, L4, the Hound. Yeah.
Yeah, the Hound's
Yeah.
awesome.
And even with the Hound too, right? He's this big tough guy. You even saw his vulnerabilities and stuff with when they met that society of people, and he fought the guy with the sword
Thing,
that
and then he has the fire thing. That's why I didn't mind him falling into the fire at the end. I thought that was actually kind of interesting that because his brother burnt his face,
yeah.
and then right at the end they both fall into the fire. Like it's kind of symbolic of like his greatest fear. But he used it to kill his brother. I thought that was actually quite poetic. But I still do like Robert Baratheon more, but it's not. That's my own personal taste. So now we've got Gollum, Andy Serkis versus Sauron. I'm going Gollum.
Gollum easily. Sauron was a
Gollum is awesome.
nothing character, never got developed.
You never Gollum.
Yep.
Like at least with Gollum, you can say like he's not the most like interesting, but you get a great acting performance from Andy Serkis. With Sauron, you get nothing.
Yeah,
the only time you see Sauron is when he's alive, or
Yeah,
at the beginning
I
of the
have to
first
say,
movie.
I would say Gollum, but I do think Sauron is pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't mind what we got of Sauron. Like, I think it was good for like the story they wanted to tell. Like, and you
Yeah,
can't
I like what we
everything
seen
in the
of him.
book, so it was perfectly fine. It's just between the two. Like, obviously, it's Gollum.
Yeah,
Yeah, like what we seen, he's not bad. It's just that compared to Gollum, Sauron just like he's not even really on the
Yeah,
same
it would be
level as
better
Gollum
to
as a
compare him
character.
to like a character that was only in like one film of the
Yeah.
three.
All right, so you've taken out all my Lannisters. You've taken out my Joffrey. You bastards.
What do you mean?
Cut
There's
all
a
my
bunch.
favorite fucking characters. Like I don't even care anymore. All right,
There's
so
a bunch. What do you mean?
all right, so Gandalf versus Samwise Ganji. I think we can do this pretty quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's just all four say Gandalf.
yeah,
Gandalf.
Gandalf. Like,
Gandalf.
That's not really a question.
Gandalf goes through. All right. Now we've got Arwen versus Aragorn. Again, I feel like we can
Aragorn.
do this. Aragorn. I'm going Aragorn. Aragorn. Sorry, Liv Tyler. I do like you, but yeah. Okay, so let's get to an interesting one. Tyrion Lannister versus Frodo. Who wants to start this one up? Sean? Or no? Yeah, go on, Sean.
Okay. This is tough. God,
I'm gonna put this
this
to the
is
vote
easy,
as well.
this is so tough. I'll just go Frodo, but this is so tough.
This easy, guys.
How's it easy?
It's Tyrion all day of the week.
Which one did you go, Frodo or Tyrion?
Who?
I mean, all Frodo fucking doing there is sitting down with that ring and stuff, talking to himself, talking crazy. Fuck you, Sam. No, Sam.
Murdoch.
sorry,
Murdoch
Sam.
is right.
Yeah.
Tyrion should have. Joffrey should have won this whole fucking thing.
That-
But anyway,
Freak Frodo, man. Tyrion Lannister all day.
So I'm gonna put it to a vote as well. So Tyrion Lannister versus Frodo. See what people say.
I'll put Tyrion. Like, put Tyrion for me. It's hard, but like it's hard. But if I had to pick between, I would put Tyrion.
Yeah. Okay. Sean, you said Tyrion. And
Frodo. No, I said Frodo.
oh, you said Frodo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really, really like Frodo a lot. I don't get anyone's problem with him. I think he's easily the coolest out of those little fucking, what are they called again? The
Hobbits.
Hobbits. Yeah, I can't stand any of them apart from Frodo and his dad, basically.
I mean,
And
the
if
issues
you want
they
to,
bring
if you
up
want to
with
count,
him, I don't
if you
get
want to
as well,
count,
man.
Gollum as well, I like Gollum, but like I don't really think he counts as one of them. But yeah,
Mhm.
like all of that whole village of people are just idiots. I just I don't like them at all. But Frodo is cool. Frodo,
You
I
don't
can
like
deal
that
with.
they do nothing but get drunk and shoot fireworks all the time, nerd man.
They're just dumb, man. They're like in their little shire or whatever. It's just like ridiculous.
hiding in their trees and shit.
They need to listen to some hip hop or some shit.
Hip hop.
And heavy metal. Yeah, so Tyrion, I'm going Tyrion for 3. So I'm going to submit and go to the vote. I have put the vote up, see if anyone's voted for it at all. No one's voted yet. So there is a vote up for Tyrion Lannister versus Frodo. Let us know what you think. All right, cool. Next. Wow. Meredith Brandybuck, Dominic Monaghan versus Tywin Lannister. I'm going Tywin Lannister, easily.
baby.
Tywin Lannister.
Tywin Lannister.
Yeah, I'm
Sean?
giving Dom a vote. 'Cause fuck it.
Why? All right.
Fuck you.
All right. So Tywin Lannister goes through. Tywin Lannister's a fucking G. And he should go through. Oh, 50-50 for Frodo winning by 67%. All right. Cersei Lannister versus Daenerys. God damn.
Yeah, I'm sorry, nerd man. I have to go with my queen, Daenerys Targaryen, bro. Look, Cersei. Who told Cersei's dumbass to sit on that fucking brick at the end in the season 8 when fucking Castle Rock's getting burnt down? Cersei's standing out there on that, like she's standing on some shit, and I was like, she's no. It would look. Daenerys all day at the end of the day. What Cersei did at the end was so stupid. She had to kill her friend. She had to kill her fucking dragon. Everything that happened to Castle Rock is all because Cersei's dumb decisions and stuff.
I'm gonna go with the queen.
I gotta
You
go
mean
with Danny,
Cersei?
bro.
Yeah.
You mean Cersei?
No, not Cersei. The bottom one.
No, what?
Nerman, I'm
Why?
sorry, but Danny was justified in doing the shit she did. Because if Cersei made better decisions in the final season with this whole situation with Danny, Castle Rock would never got burnt down. It was so
You guys
easy
are
for her to
bullshit.
not get Castle Rock burnt down.
All right.
Yeah, well,
Give me
I'm
1
going
second.
Cersei.
Give me 1 second. All right. So you're going Cersei. Yeah. By the way, it was a 50-50 poll between Tyrion Lannister and Frodo. I am now putting up a vote between Cersei and Daenerys.
Who you're
Because I am voting for Cersei all the way. I love Daenerys. She's awesome. But Cersei is fucking a badass. When she blows up that fucking church, dude, she just blows up her whole city. That was cold as ice, bruh. And then she starts talking to that woman who fucking this chick who was torturing her and stuff, and she goes like, "I'm doing all of this shit, this evil shit, because I like it. That's why I get off on." Man, she was Cersei was a G, bro. So it's 2-2. The poll is up now. Daenerys versus Cersei. To me, those two had the most epic moments. So this is a big one for me. Like the moments where I felt like, oh, that person did something really juicy as an evil person was Cersei. And the moments where I was like, oh, that good guy did something really epic, it was Daenerys. So this one is difficult for me, but I like my bad guys more. So I'm going Cersei.
Bad guys are cool. I just like Daenerys a lot.
Yeah. So the vote is up now. Cersei Lannister versus Daenerys. Come on, guys, give me some votes for Cersei. Get some votes in.
Hold me, Jamie. Hold me, Jamie. Oh.
What the fuck?
They got crushed.
All right, I'm gonna give it 30 more seconds for this one.
Hold me, Jamie.
Get some more votes in.
What are you doing?
Hey, at least Daenerys didn't go out like that, nerd man. She got stabbed. She didn't get crushed. Cersei got crushed, man.
Fuck, Cersei's getting murked up in here, bro, by fucking Daenerys.
You knew this was gonna happen. People are gonna pick.
Why does everyone hate Cersei so much?
No, I love Cersei. I love Cersei, but you know, Cersei always been a very intelligent character. Like she got overpowered.
She wasn't intelligent. That was your own mistake. I don't know where you got the idea. Everything she did, she fucked herself up. Like there was nothing.
At times. I mean, for the most part, she was in control a lot of the times.
Yeah, like
with the decision you made, she was in control a lot. The only time she really lost control was when that church came in.
Yeah.
All right.
When that church came in, she lost. But she
was mostly in control.
No, yeah, I don't. I think she did a lot of dumb stuff. She was kind of clever to a point, but she didn't see past, one move in chess. She didn't see like her dad.
She had a problem with seeing the bigger picture with a lot of situations.
Right. And she chose the wrong decisions from the jump. And even her hatred of her brother, all of that kind of stuff was just like there was a lot of emotion and pride and hubris to her.
Yeah, like she didn't see like the bigger picture.
Yeah. So even though I love what she did to the church and stuff like that was boss, bro. When she I loved when she blew up that fucking queen as well, who thought she was clever. Like thought she was gonna fuck with her. And Cersei just had the best speeches as well, man. That whole thing, when you play the Game of Thrones, you either win or you die. I choose violence, bro. She was fucking a don when she said I choose violence to that guy as well, bro.
Ermin got me wanting to go rewatch some old Game of Thrones episodes.
Yeah, she was hard, man. All right, so Daenerys wins though by 100%. I didn't even, there's no Cersei fans.
Was it really 100%?
100%, dude. That was cold, man. Fuck, you did Cersei like that? All right. Okay. Because I go off who's most entertaining to me. I don't go off like, I mean, even if I don't like them, like if they entertain me because they're evil and in a cool way,
this one's hard. This one's hard.
Saruman versus Jorah Mormont. I'm gonna go first on this. Look, I like Saruman. He is really cool. Christopher Lee is awesome, but Jorah is my boy for life, dude. Like the way he went down for his queen all the time. Like even when he got like that disease, she was like, come back to me, come find a way. I command you to kill yourself. And he went back and fucking killed. Dude, they should have ended up together. That would have killed me, man. I would have forgiven all of season 8 if Jorah had have got one kiss from fucking Daenerys. And that bitch. You know what? I should have voted against her in that last round for that alone. With the way she fucking treated Jorah when he died, when she said she didn't even care that he died, I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I don't care that Jorah died. I was like, that's too much, man. That's
Bro, I remember her. Dude, didn't she cry? I remember she cried when Jorah died.
No, she said to fucking John that the thing that she worries about is that she doesn't even care that he's dead. That's what she said. And I was like, wow, that's deep, man. That goes.
Well, if you have to, wait, what season did Jorah leave at after Cersei found out he was a fucking like spy?
Oh, that was like season 4 or something, and then he goes and fights in the gladiator pit, and then comes back to her.
Nerman, can you get that off the screen now? It's been on there for a while.
Which one?
The message.
Yeah, the message.
Oh, sorry. It's just that it's so true. Yeah, but like he dies in the end. I mean, he dies in season 8 in protecting his queen, like he should, bro.
Yeah, that is an honorable and stuff for that.
Yeah, so I'm going Jorah. He's my boy for life.
I gotta give it Jorah too.
Yeah.
All he did was for the Khaleesi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to pick Jorah.
Go
lastly-
Lee.
Go Lee. I feel like I should give this to the give one more, or give this to the chat as well, because I'm sure they'll wanna they're all gonna be like fucking hating us for choosing this one. So it seems like Jorah goes on over Christopher Lee, iconic Saruman. So I put it in the vote. If you want to have your voice heard, let us know. Did we choose the right one? Should it have been Saruman or should it have been Jorah Mormont? Jorah moves on though. He was probably one of my favorite good guys, actually. Out of all the good guys, was Jorah. All right, so now we've got Legolas, Orlando Bloom versus Davos. I'm going Legolas.
Yeah, Legolas.
Yeah, I like Davos, but he's mainly just the actor. I like,
Yeah, Legolas.
rather than the character.
Yeah.
Although when he did that speech about that little girl, man, that was kind of. Anyway, K-Dots, you gone?
Legolas is cooler. Like I say, Davos. I can go with Legolas. I'll go with Legolas in this situation. I don't dislike Davos. I don't dislike him, but Legolas is just so much cooler.
Yeah, he's cooler.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah. All right, so we're getting to the bottom now, and then it's the Hound versus Gollum. Andy Serkis. This is hard for me. Do you want to start first at the bottom there, Sean? Is it you at the bottom?
Yeah, Sean.
Yeah, I'll go with Gollum.
You're going with Gollum?
Yeah.
I'm going to put this one to the chat as well. Jorah Mormont wins by 60%. Wow. Okay, so there are other people who like Jorah Mormont as much as us. So this is going to the chat now. We're going to go Gollum versus the Hound. So who's next? Go for it. While I'm doing
K-Dot's
this.
next.
K-Dots.
I like both these characters. If I really have to break it down, it's down to acting performance, and Andy Serkis did a masterful acting performance, like with Gollum. Yes, his mocap and CGI and stuff, but even then, you still gotta give him credit for doing all the motions, getting on his knees and stuff, really getting grimy with it.
Mm-hmm.
The Hound's that character. His development, you know, I had no issue with his season 8 ending and stuff. Not really me, but I'm gonna go with Gollum.
Yeah.
For acting.
By the way, the
acting
vote is
alone.
up now. The vote is up now, guys. So Gollum versus the Hound. Yeah. I see what you're saying there. That was a good argument.
I'll pick Gollum.
I think I'm gonna have to go Gollum as well. I like the Hound a lot. See, this is why, if this was actually the King Baratheon, I might have picked Baratheon. But Gollum was awesome. The acting performance, just my precious, like it's iconic now. It's like
Yeah, 'cause I can
literally
remember any
iconic.
like powerful acting moments from the Hound in the show.
Oh, the Hound had loads, man. He
Yeah,
was
the
good.
Hound.
Not saying he was bad, but he didn't have like those those moments when like actors do a really powerful scene that really just like pulls you. They have that one epic moment. For Andy Serkis as Gollum, I think he had more epic moments with his acting as Gollum in the Lord of the Rings films.
True, but you don't remember when the Hound was in that little tavern and he killed all those people like after eating his chicken. That was pretty cool, and that was like he had a little speech there. That was pretty cool.
Are you talking about when he stayed with those people, and I think they betrayed him or something?
It was like in a tavern, and they were talking about like they were gonna like fuck little girls or something like that. It was like terrible shit that they were saying, and then the Hound was like there eating his chicken and shit. And I can't remember this. I just know that it was epic when he did it, and then he kills like 7 people or something, or maybe it was 4 people or something like that. But anyway, Gollum goes on. The Hound is awesome though. It looks like like Game of. It looks like Lord of the Rings is cleaning up shop here. By the way,
As it should.
all right. So for our last rounds, we have Gandalf versus Aragorn, Tyrion Lannister versus Tywin Lannister, Daenerys Targaryen versus Jorah Mormont, and
Easy.
Legolas versus Gollum. I feel like I want to shuffle these. Can you shuffle them?
Can you?
I wonder if you could.
I
Shuffle
don't think
them.
you can.
No, these are like when you put in the names and everything like that. It's how it's formed.
Yeah, I guess you can't because like we have no Game of Thrones versus Lord of the Rings here. All right, let's get on with it then. Gandalf versus
That means we will
Aragorn.
the next rounds at least. I mean,
Yeah, that's true. Gandalf versus Aragorn.
Aragorn.
Really?
I like Gandalf, bro. Don't get me wrong. But Gandalf has kind of been like the background a lot. Aragorn, he's up front and center. He leads the charge into the Black Gates and stuff so they can fight Sauron. For Frodo and Gandalf, as he is in the back and stuff, just following. Not saying that's bad. Not saying it's bad. Not saying he has to be a lead, but Aragorn really was leading this, and he brought back the army of the dead and stuff. Gandalf, yeah, he told the Balrog, "You shall not pass," but it's like, okay, good
That's
for you.
iconic, though. All right, end poll. Gollum wins 100% over the Hound. Lord of the Rings is killing it today, bro.
well,
All
I'll
right.
go Gandalf.
Gandalf.
I get what you're saying to an extent, K-Dots, but he's still just a better character, better performance in that film.
Yep. I was.
And
gonna go
he's
Gandalf
iconic.
as well.
Sean, you're only picking Gandalf because you are being SJW and want to push the gay actor forward because you don't want to
He's
be
gay.
different. Yeah,
What?
I think he is. I don't know.
Oh, he's
He is
dead.
gay.
What do you mean?
He is
He
gay.
kissed-
He
He
is gay.
kissed
Yeah.
he kissed Patrick Stewart on the lips.
And
I'm Tom
that's a
Holland.
greeting sometimes, K-Dot.
No,
Yeah.
no, he like straight up lip to lip.
No, but he's gay, dude. Anyway, but yes,
Ain't
I
nothing wrong with it.
I
I'm
know
not saying
that.
nothing wrong with it.
I know that. Like, Sean is always trying to push the LGBTQ agenda, which is fine. I do support my LGBTQ brothers as well, and that's why I'm picking Gandalf. No, I actually, I really like Gandalf a lot. I think he's, as you said, it's like performance-wise, it's easily Gandalf. I mean,
Yeah.
to me, Gandalf is cool.
Aragorn broke his foot to get that masterful scream and dropped to his knees after he kicked that helmet.
All right.
What did Ian McKellen break?
Well, he's broken your heart because he ain't going through. So Gandalf goes through to the finals. Wow, Gandalf. All right. So now we've got Tyrion Lannister versus Tywin Lannister, and I've got to tell you, this one is tough. I told you the Lannisters are my boys. This is like, wow. Tyrion is awesome. Especially those first 5 seasons, fucking awesome before he became a dumbass. But Tywin is just a tyrant, but he's got such a great motivation, and you can see how much he wants to do it for his family as well, and for his the legacy of his family. Everything he does is for that.
Yeah, it's all for the legacy.
And that makes him human. It makes him more than just a simplistic bad guy.
Right.
But he still comes through with the evil acts in the end. And the way he treats Tyrion, like he's so ashamed of having like this dwarf son, is just cruel to a degree that it's like.
And also he keeps blaming him for the death of his mother too.
Right, exactly. It's just horrible. He's a disgusting human
But
being.
I think
But you kind of, there's moments where you like him, and that's what's so sinister about him. I'm going on balance, Tywin Lannister, but Tyrion is a boss.
Yeah, and Nerman, so I wouldn't say this. Why I say for me, I might go with Tyrion because Tywin, while yes, a lot of good qualities that you said to him as a villain and as just a character in general, makes him human and stuff. He's petty, bro. Hating on his son for so long. He's like you short little piece of shit.
I think.
And then, bro, the scummy shit he did to Tyrion, and he knew Tyrion wasn't bullshitting, but he just like did that shit just to fucking spite. Well,
he fucked his girlfriend as well, bro.
Yeah,
he was cold as shit. But like that made Tywin made Tyrion more interesting. All 3 of them made Tyrion more interesting. To be fair, those Lannisters had the best scenes between them, like Joffrey. Tyrion, Tywin, and Cersei, amazing together. Absolutely amazing together. Sorry, go on.
Didn't Tywin send his son to prison or something like that?
Yeah, he sent his son to prison, and he was gonna let him die as well.
Oh, that's fucked.
It really was. It was cold-hearted.
You know what? I think the dumbest thing Tyrion did was asking fucking Pedro Pascal to fight the Mountain for him.
Yeah.
But he almost.
But he was
doing all that flashy shit.
Yeah.
Fucking
I have to go with Tywin, but
yeah.
He's cruel as hell.
I'm sorry, I'm going with Tyrion.
You're going with Tyrion. Oh wow! So it goes to the vote. I've already put the vote up, guys. So who are you picking, Tyrion or Tywin? I wouldn't mind either of these guys, but why are you going Tywin and why are you going Tyrion? Sean and
I love both, but I mean, I don't really agree that like one elevated over the other. I think they complemented each other.
That's what I said.
I mean, I just like Tyrion a bit. Just like his. I understand what you're saying. Like, I usually am more of a fan of like those villain characters, but with the things Tywin has, I just like Tyrion's character more overall, and we get more of him. So,
got you. And Arkham, do you want to sway?
I like Tyrion's character, but Tywin, like I feel like they both they're both good. Good. They weigh each other equally, but I like Tyrion more, like his like kind of I would say story and everything like that persuaded
Yeah.
me. I just like the characters like arc and everything like that in the
Yeah. So it's very, very close. We've got a 60-40 split, and I'm going to end it there. 67 to Tyrion and 33 to Tywin Lannister. End poll. Tyrion goes forward, and I'm happy because Tyrion's a boss. I do like Tyrion. And it wasn't even his fault. Like, even when he was, even when they had him doing shit, he still performed it really well.
yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
He's
Um,
such a good actor.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Oh,
man.
this is easy.
Oh, didn't he?
You know me,
Yeah.
man. You already know who I'm finna pick.
I already know one get picked.
Oh gosh.
Are you
can we
fucking
start with
kidding me?
Sean?
What?
I'm watching Onsil's stream. Did they really just pick Mark Wahlberg as action star over Tony Jaa? I'm done.
Mark
That's
Wahlberg's a
unbelievable.
terrible actor.
Yes, and
They
he's a
picked
terrible
it over
action star.
Tony
He's barely
Jaa.
done it. They picked him over Tony Jaa.
What
Uh,
the fuck?
what the
What
hell?
the fuck, Onso?
Tony Jaa's a way better action.
I'm sorry. Like when I watched that Uncharted movie,
What is the stream?
Mark
stream should
Wahlberg,
get taken down.
Mark Wahlberg's acting. Oh my god.
Yes, he's terrible. But anyway,
He's like Jesse Eisenberg. They act the same in every single movie.
No,
They're not the same.
I like Mark Wahlberg, but like at the same
He's
time,
also like Michael
Tony
Cera.
Jaa-
Acts the same in every single movie.
yeah, no, I hate
Tony
Mark
Jaa
Wahlberg. He's
is
done like
fucking
2 good
amazing.
performances. But anyway, I vote Daenerys.
Yeah, Daenerys.
Wow, I thought it was going to go the other way.
You know?
Daenerys.
Wow.
You know what? I would vote Jorah on any other thing, but this has got to be Daenerys, man. Like just the epic moments, and she always did her epic moments nude. I appreciated that.
I appreciate that.
I mean, I'm not as big as of a fan as Daenerys' character as it seems by her making it this far. I liked her more than the first one in the first round, and it's just since the first round she's just had weaker matchups in my opinion compared to others.
Really, I thought Jorah's pretty strong. I like.
Well,
right.
it is just I liked others more, but I would have voted her out over some other matchups.
All right, so now we have Legolas versus Gollum.
Another easy one.
I've got to go. I'm gonna go with. I love the performance of Andy Serkis as Gollum. It's really good. Orlando Bloom, not amazing performance, but just an amazing character. Oh, this is hard. I'm gonna go with my heart, and I'm gonna go Gollum, and I think I'm gonna be the only one, but I'm gonna go Gollum.
I pick Legolas.
Legolas, okay. Sean. Oh, sorry, Kalos.
Another tough one. Gollum gives a much better acting performance, but Legolas is so fucking badass and tight and perfect and amazing, and
Everyone loves him.
I'm gonna go Legolas.
Yes, you're on the Legolas team.
Sean.
Gollum.
Nah,
Really?
another die.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna go to the chat. Hope there's enough people. Thanks for advertising a competing stream. Really helps me. So guys, I'm gonna leave it up to you. Gollum versus Legolas. And the vote is up. But yeah, dude. Legolas is awesome though. I'm not. He's just that arrow. It's just cool, you know.
Yeah,
He's much better than fucking Hawkeye. Tell you that much.
facts.
Fucking Hawkeye's bullshitter.
Yeah, that's facts. Fuck Hawkeye. Legolas
Yeah,
over Hawkeye any day of the week.
Hawkeye's a ripoff of Green Arrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Trash
They
ass
both
MC
trash.
characters.
50-50. Gollum. Ooh, Gollum taking it. Ooh, 50-50 again. Come on, guys.
Vote for Legolas.
Gollum at 60.
Damn it.
I think I'll end the poll there at 67 for Gollum. All right, so it is Gollum going through to the next round. Legolas lost. That's an upset, I think.
Yeah.
So we are down to the final four: Gandalf versus Tyrion, and Daenerys Targaryen versus Gollum. So first up, Gandalf versus Tyrion, and I am putting this to the chat because this is a juicy one.
That's a tough one, but Tyrion. That man was shitting on the toilet and had no fear that he was gonna die on the toilet. Come on, man. That's some respect.
All right.
Any man would have said, "Hey, man, don't kill me, man. Let me finish." Man, he was finishing up his shit and talking shit at the same time.
Don't you mean that's the other one, wasn't it, Tyrone?
Oh shit, I'm tripping.
You're getting it mixed up.
All right.
Tywin, Tyrion, man, fuck.
All right. I'm gonna put it to the poll now. Tyrion versus Gandalf.
Okay.
But yeah. So who are you picking? You're picking Tyrion?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Tyrion.
Okay. Arkham. You should talk.
I'll say Gandalf. I really like that. It's like, this is easy.
Pickle also says that he thinks that Tyrion should win the whole thing. So, but the vote is up. So you're going Tyrion as well?
Yeah.
Arkham?
Yeah, I said
Sean?
Tyrion.
Okay, well, I'll go Gandalf.
And I'm going Tyrion. What is going on? A plane's arriving or something?
I think it's my neighbors, like mowing the lawn.
Okay.
I thought he was driving a plane for a second.
Yeah, into the Twin Towers. Yeah.
Jesus. All right. So Tyrion does go through, but we will find out what the chat is saying. Gandalf. Okay, so the chat, the vote is up, so it's up to you to vote. But Tyrion goes through. I do like Gandalf a lot, but Tyrion's just cooler.
Yeah,
he's just a
he's
cooler
pretty cool
dude,
character.
like having threesomes with all them chicks and shit. All right, and then.
Okay, this is easy.
Daenerys Targaryen versus Gollum. I'm going Daenerys Targaryen. Daenerys. Pickle's going to be losing his mind that we're voting Daenerys.
I vote Gollum.
The Daenerys Targaryen, baby.
Daenerys Targaryen. Let's see what Pickle has to say about that. Pickle will be losing his mind.
Man, you know Pickle hates women, bro. His opinions don't count.
All right. Well, Gandalf wins by
strong women with dragons.
100%. Gandalf. So, and Daenerys goes through to the finals. I didn't think she's gonna get this far. Honestly, I mean, I like her, but like, it ain't like that.
Don't want you like.
Wait,
a match.
Is it Tyrion versus Daenerys at the end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
We all know who's winning.
And the bronze match goes to Gandalf versus Gollum. So we'll do Gandalf versus Gollum first.
I'll go
Jesus.
Gollum.
I'll go Gollum.
K-Dots?
Yeah. Gandalf. Wait. I'm gonna stick with Gollum.
Gollum. I'm going Gollum as well. So Gollum wins by 4. I do like Gandalf, but like Gollum's just funny and cool and weird. I just like him. He's strange looking. So we have final, and I'm gonna put this up to a vote.
Now
for
we all know
the
who's gonna win.
greatest character in between Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings. It comes down to 2 Game of Thrones characters, Tyrion and Daenerys. And Phil Militist is gonna love this one. So I've put a poll up for Tyrion versus Daenerys, and I'll give you guys a vote as well. So you'll get 1 vote as well.
I go Daenerys.
I'm going Daenerys as well.
I go Daenerys.
I gotta go Danny, bro. I'm sorry. Because this said that fuck Tyrion's fucking sneaky ass.
You guys are really gonna let her win the whole. Oh my fucking god! Are you purposely doing this just to see?
No, because this is a fucking fact about Tyrion. That flip flopping bitch. So first he's mad at
I go
Cersei.
Tyrion.
First he's mad at Cersei for fucking trying to set him up to die and shit for killing Joffrey. And then she's like, oh, he's riding his Danny's fucking dick. And then he starts to feel bad, like, oh my gosh, Danny's trying to kill my sister. Oh, this dude killed his dad. You telling me he still feels bad for his fucking sister? It make no fucking sense.
That is true.
Danny all day.
That is true. I
Daenerys-
feel like giving Tyrion a vote and leaving it up to the.
Daenerys is at 80%.
Give it to Danny, bro.
Oh,
I like Tyrion, but the shit he did to Danny was trash, bro. He was over there flip flopping and being sneaky, and getting butt hurt.
To me, what it comes down to is I just like fucking Daenerys's epic moments more. She just had like all these epic fucking moments and shit.
Yeah.
That where she was just like, you know, the dragon would fly in to like save her from, you know, right at the end, or you know, the bit where she like burnt down that place with all the Khaleesi's and stuff. She just was awesome, man. She was just living her best life, like freeing the slaves and shit.
And don't forget her entrance when they was having that Night Walker, that Walker.
Yeah.
When they had that meeting, she flew in on her dragon and stuff to present, you know, like, yo, don't fuck with me and my dragons.
Submit score. Like we
So submit score. Daenerys Targaryen, unbelievable, wins the whole fucking thing
What is wrong with
and gets a 90% vote from 10 votes.
What the fuck are you people?
Shouts out to the chat.
I'm shocked. I am.
No, you're not.
What is wrong with everyone?
I am. Dude, I wanted Cersei or someone else to win, but like
I regret
picked
not
out
picking Cersei now. Fuck you all. I should have picked Cersei. God damn it.
Yeah, man.
Did I pick Cersei? I think I might.
No,
I would have taken
no, you didn't.
Tywin.
You didn't pick Cersei.
Yeah, I would have taken Tywin over Daenerys. I would have taken Cersei over Daenerys.
Yeah, Tywin was still in. I
would've
probably would have
taken-
picked Tywin.
I would have taken Joffrey over Daenerys, man. There's a lot of people I would have taken over Daenerys.
But she won. She won.
Yes, and I would have taken the top 6 over her. But whatever.
That's crazy, dude. All right, so looks like Daenerys wins, and it is end the tournament. And let's see how it shakes up. Daenerys gold, Tyrion second, Gollum third
What
for
is
the
these?
bronze.
I
And
think
then
I think this is a solid list.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You took out some good guys like quickly. Aragon,
Blame
you took
Sean.
out.
That's my fault.
Yeah.
Sean voted against all your favorite characters. I think
Where
I
did
did too. I
Joffrey
don't-
It's
come?
my fault. The top 6 was all better than her, and you guys are still voting for her.
Yeah.
Did Joffrey not even go round through a round? That's crazy, dude. Joffrey should have got somewhere, man.
I gave Joffrey a vote.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah. So
Daenerys won.
Joker's like epic moments. What the fuck are you talking about? So Joker says, you mean strong woman with a dragon who was poorly written by the last 2 seasons. Fuck Danny as a character.
Nah, you know what? Nah, because
I
Danny,
got
as
news
I
for
said, was
you. All of
justified.
the characters flip-flop because the writers didn't know what the fuck they're to do with the characters. Joker's very angry. And he's like,
Danny,
epic
Daenerys
moments.
Targaryen was justified in burning down piece of shit Castle Rock. I'm glad she did. All those
Yeah.
people deserved it.
Well, that is the end of our thing. I mean, just quickly before, like, you know, in general, what do you make? Do you think like Game of Thrones? Because I'm a Game of Thrones guy over Lord of the Rings. As Lord of the Rings seems a little like I like it towards the end, but there's lots of boring fluff. Whereas Game of Thrones just kept me, apart from the Jon Snow scenes, kept me pretty entertained the whole way through. Once I got into it, I was like, oh my God, I need to find out what happens every episode. You know, I was just like eating up the episodes. And then I started reading the book. Lord of the Rings never made me feel like reading the book. So what do you guys make of it? Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones?
Like I say, I like both, but even though, yes, I had issues with the
Lord of the
final
Rings.
season, what I do usually think about more is Game of Thrones. Also, yes, because of the negative stuff, but also the positive stuff. Like
Yeah.
those
Right.
characters I just remember more, and I
Mm.
usually would rewatch a Game of Thrones episode more than Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, you know, it's something I watch like every once in a while and stuff. It's not something I'm ready to watch, but it doesn't take away that it is a phenomenal trilogy of films.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal trilogy of films, but like I more watched Game of Thrones to be honest. Like I'm rewatching it right now. I'm on season I think 5,
Cool.
and it's
Yeah.
like it's like I can remember like I just Game
I
of
think it has better bad guys, Game of Thrones.
yeah
That's
yeah
the
that
thing.
also too. I like
That too.
what would you guys say is your favorite bad guy in Game of Thrones?
Joffrey.
Ramsey,
No, Cersei.
Yeah, Cersei's awesome. Like
Ramsey for me.
Yeah, you're nuts. Ramsey's a fucking piece of shit.
Man, he was amazing, bro. What he did to Reek,
Fuck,
man,
call him
Theon
that.
Theon deserved that shit, bro. Theon was so trash.
You see, I did deserve, but he was a better performer. If I'm talking performance, it's got to be fucking Cersei, dude.
yeah.
Like, what's her name? Lena Headey. What an actress, man. Just superb, dude. Like, and I like the fact that she got her comeuppance as well. She wasn't just always winning like fucking Bolton. Like, there was ebbs and flows where she you know, be at her lowest and then she'd find a way to get back on top and then go low again. So that's what I liked about Cersei more. And then the way Lena Headey played her, you kind of felt sorry for her at times. It was like, even though you hated her, she somehow managed to make you feel for her at the same. Like when she was walking naked and just crying, like you know, through the town. I thought that was brilliant. Like the way she performed that, dude. So
Oh yeah. But yeah, fuck Theon. He betrayed Rob and shit. Ramsey did a good thing, bro. He did some justice. He fucking Theon betrayed Rob. Ramsey chopped off his dick. It's amazing.
that was a bit too much. That was a bit too much, man. I was just like, come on, bro, leave the guy's dick alone, bro. That's hardcore, man. I was like, dude, like the way he broke that guy, man, that was fucking.
He broke Theon. He was Sid's toys from Toy Story.
that was sad.
Broken and damaged.
That was sad to see Theon, even though I was like, you son of a bitch, betraying like the Starks, but I was like, come on, bro. He didn't deserve that.
And then the part
he took his dick. There's no point to living without a dick, man. It's just.
And then the parts where he's eating the sausage right in front of him.
Oh, that was gold. Yeah, but I don't find him so engaging as I found Theon. I thought Theon's performance was fantastic. The way he went from like this cocky kind of, or cocksure guy to like just broken was amazing. I thought it was a really good performance by him. But anyway, guys, Sean, have you got anything to say like in terms of Game of Thrones versus Lord of the Rings? I think he's just watching another stream. He's such an asshole. Arkham.
Yeah.
Last thing, Lord of the Rings versus Game of Thrones. Anything?
I don't think I have that much to say. Like, I love them both, but like I really like Game of Thrones a little bit better, if I have to be honest.
Yeah. All right, so we will leave it at that, guys. Essentially, I think most people are subscribed to you anyway, K-Dots. So like, comment, I do answer to the comments. It'd be interesting to find out who your favorite characters are as well. And yeah, the like, comment. Is there anything else you're supposed to do? I can't remember. Not share. Subscribe. That's the important one. Subscribe. All right. So apart from that, guys, I'll see you on the flip side. Love you 3000. Peace.
Yeah.
Deuces.